Good morning, Matt. You're on the air.
Did you hear a wrap-up yesterday?
Yes.
For Ronnie the retard saying that what you did at Jimmy's wedding is no worse than what he did at Bubba's wedding?
Let's fuck some whores!
Ronnie, for some reason, is obsessed with me, and, well, not for some reason. He's obsessed with me because he sees I'm successful and stuff, and he wants to be me, and he was on the wrap-up show yesterday. I should play you the clip. It's so funny.
Oh, fucking moron.
Ronnie's talking about when he was at Bubba's wedding, how it's the same thing, like people pushed him up there, and if you remember at Bubba's wedding, Ronnie got up there and started yelling out, "Let's fuck some whores," while little children are in the room.
Right.
So he's saying, well, it's no different than Howard going up at Jimmy's wedding and dancing with Jimmy. First of all, it's completely different. Number one, you're not me. That's number one. It's a huge difference. Number two, I didn't go up and start yelling in front of children to go, "Let's fuck some whores." I did something that was humorous and something in keeping with the tone of the wedding.
And Bubba was pissed at him for that.
Of course he was. And Jimmy was grateful that I got him out of that. It was at the very end of his first dance, and no one knew how to end it.
So how is it alike? It seems like the outcome was all different.
He's out of his fucking mind. Ronnie has real perception problems, but you got to love it. Makes the show funny, but... Let me see if I can find wrap up. I think it's Gary page 2. Don't ask what's going on with these pages. I should get paid a lot of money just for remembering what's on what page. Let's see. Here.
Hey, Howard.
Here, wait. I'll play it. I'll come right back to you, Matt. Here, let's listen.
Ronnie, you're another one who gets accused of being, the life of the party, not always in the best way.
Yeah, I know. And I think if I would have done something like that.
And by the way, this is calm Ronnie. Like Ronnie not trying to yell. And it's even more disturbing than crazy Ronnie.
That I probably would have caught shit this morning first thing.
Well, I think the difference is that Howard and Jimmy are good friends.
Hey, I was good friends with Bubba, too,
Well, there's a difference between a harmless joke and you admit that what you were doing at that wedding was out of control. No?
Yeah, I guess. Well, I was dancing.
I hate to spell it out for Ronnie, but people get a lot more excited about seeing me than they do Ronnie.
Well, Ronnie thinks he's you.
Yeah. I did the same thing. I got up there and I said, "Let's fuck some whores," and it killed. Everybody loved it.
He really did. He really does think that he killed.
Yeah, he really knows how to read a room, Ronnie.
Wasn't I?
No, when you were screaming.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But the dancing I didn't mind.
Wait, but somebody put me up to it, just like supposedly somebody pushed Howard into doing that.
You think it's fair to compare the way you behaved at Bubba's wedding to the way Howard behaved at Jimmy's wedding?
No, but it's the same type of thing where he cut in on a dance, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
All right. And to dance with a guy.
Yeah.
Well, Don't
you think that was cute?
He didn't cut in on a dance. He cut in on the dance.
Yeah.
Right.
At
That's
the
what
end
I mean.
of the dance, yes.
Yeah, but could you imagine, for some stupid reason.
Yeah, if you did it, it probably would have tanked. You're right.
Yeah, at Jimmy's wedding.
Yeah, I could imagine Ronnie doing that. And after Ronnie
wedding.
But that's the problem with Ronnie hanging around with me. Once he sees me do something, he tries to do it, but it always goes wrong.
I was invited to that wedding, and I did that. And he was there.
Yeah, it would have tanked.
Well, your relationship with Jimmy is different than Howard's relationship.
I'm not saying that. If it was the same type of relationship.
Because you're so bent out of shape.
I'm not bent. Why am I bent out of shape?
Oh, my God, he's here.
I wasn't. What do you mean I was trying to imitate you?
You're never going to.
What are you, crazy? Because I did it way before you would ever do anything like that. What are you talking about?
You rationalize.
I'm not rationalizing anything.
You rationalize your bad behavior.
John fucking sticks a fucking knife in your back and he asks you a question. I answer it, and I knew I would get fucking hammered this morning.
Well, Ronnie, how could you say that this...
I'm not talking to you, okay? I'm talking to Howard.
You're not talking to anyone. You're just yelling.
No, because
I'm jealous.
Because I knew right away that I would get this shit this morning.
Well, why do you bring me up with your idiotic behavior?
He asked me a question.
It's completely different.
You're the one, it always gets brought up because you do stupid things at weddings or whatever.
You do.
Okay.
Ronnie,
but I've done that. I've done that for years. It's not like I'm imitating you.
That's my point. You rationalize.
Oh, you've always been stupid, is what
Yeah, that's right, Robin. I've always been stupid.
He's been the jackass moron at every fucking wedding.
Okay, fine.
Way before me.
I'm glad. Well, all of a sudden you decided to have a good time. Thank you.
Oh my goodness! What are you saying?
I've been having
Ronnie?
a good time for years. You haven't.
Ronnie, even Sal knows that there's a difference, I think, and he's a real buffoon.
Dude, you know what?
Who's a bigger buffoon, Ronnie
I wasn't
or Sal?
comparing it to Jimmy's wedding.
I think Ronnie is, because Ronnie thinks, like, let's fuck some whores is the same thing as
As cutting in on a dance. Yeah.
I love the comparison.
Yeah.
Somehow I get.
All right.
And you're worried about people stabbing you in the back. Every chance you get, you're like, oh, Howard did it. Howard went
That's
up there.
not what I said.
That's what you just said. I just played
exactly what you said.
I said if I would have done that,
Yeah.
I would have got hammered for it.
Yes, you would have, because it's inappropriate for you to be doing that.
Yeah, but
at
I
Jimmy's
wouldn't have done
wedding.
it if I was, for some reason I was there. I wouldn't have done it at his wedding. I don't hardly know the guy.
Who knows what you would have done
Oh,
at his wedding?
please stop it.
Would you have shaved the Batman mustache for his wedding?
Dude, what do you have? What are you doing this morning? What are you What are you breaking my balls for? You got nothing else to do?
Apologize to Jimmy for
What am
breaking in on the dance.
I should apologize to Jim.
That's right.
All right, I'm sorry, Jimmy.
And by the way, can I say something on a different topic? This isn't about Ronnie, but yesterday on the wrap-up, so I also heard like Scott DePace and Gary and everyone debating whether or not I hit the ball on the golf course 300 yards.
Uh-huh.
Howard, I have my doubts on that.
Well, let me tell you something. I wouldn't know 300 yards from 100 yards on a golf course. Jimmy wrote me a fucking email from his honeymoon yesterday and said not only did the golf pro tell him, and he'll sign an affidavit and take a lie detector test, and what do I care if you believe me or not? Not only did I hit it 300 yards once, it wasn't like it was once, I might have done it 5 times.
That video definitely wasn't 300 yards.
I don't know if that was the 300-yard shot, but it was at least 200 yards. And the pro came over and verified it. It's not listen, I don't know anything about golf. And I'm sorry to all you fuckheads who go out on the course every single day attempting to play golf and you can't get it right. And I just go out there for the first time and slam the motherfucking ball 300 yards. I'm sorry for you. And I know that hurts and I know that's painful for you. But the game ain't that fucking hard. At least the drive ain't.
If you had a club your size, I guarantee you would have hit it like
yeah.
You're like a real life Happy Gilmore.
I was hunched over like Nosferatu.
You'll hit a hole in one at every
In fact,
hole.
when somebody told me that you could keep the tee out of the ground, like keep it sticking up, I hit the ball even further. And I'm sorry for you guys that you fucking play every week trying to get good at it. I'm a natural.
And you know where
sorry.
the tee goes, and you know the stance and the grip.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
Yeah, your boy DePace is very bothered by that.
Yeah, he can't handle it. I mean, and by DePace isn't the only guy who couldn't handle it.
Howard, I'm glad for you. I
Thank you.
You hit the ball.
Oh, he's full of shit. I mean, you had to see his face yesterday when you were talking
Well,
about
no one can believe it because they've been playing for years and they can't hit that stupid ball 300 yards.
You got a video of it, though. You must have used that video caddy, right?
My wife was... Yeah. He's upset I didn't use video caddy. My wife just used her iPhone. Silly her. But, I didn't even know she was videotaping me. And then someone says, look at you, you're wearing all black. I go, yeah. I came to the resort. I wasn't going to play golf. I fucking was waiting to get in my room, and I was killing time with Jimmy. I said, let's go hit some balls.
Who are you supposed to dress for in this golf, that you have to wear a special outfit?
Oh, you're supposed to dress like some kind of, fruity nutcake. Yeah, what do you wear, DePace? Your fucking stupid golf shorts and
Oh, he's got a whole uniform. He talks about all and his cigar, and then he goes and he smokes his cigars. Yeah, it's a whole deal.
Yeah, it's great. Uniform, that's even more how I piss on golf. I went out there in my fucking shitty clothes, all dressed in black.
Do you really need special clothes for this?
Evidently, my special clothes, people ought to switch to what I'm wearing because I know how to hit the ball. If anybody wants some golf lessons, I'm now teaching.
Well, Howard, there's your next movie, Happy Gilmore 2.
And you know what I did? I said, it's like every other sport. I put my hands together. The club was too small for me, by the way. And I kept my arms straight, and I just kind of swung it and hit the stupid thing. Now, I'm not saying I hit it every time. As a matter of fact, there were a couple of my first swing I missed. I swished the whole thing. It took me 2 or 3 practices before I could hit it, and then I just started whacking it. I was in my zone. And it was weird, too, because it is sort of exercise because, my chest and my side were actually kind of on fire after I hit about 30 of these balls. You know what I mean?
You
It's
have a
new.
blister on your hand?
Were you actually on a
No.
golf course or the driving range?
Driving
Yeah.
range.
But the whole resort was a golf course.
Right.
Like I said, like Mark Consuelos was playing with like Jimmy's uncle or something. They would drive around on a golf cart, and they were like actually playing golf. And,
Right.
And Mark actually has like his clubs flown down. Like he takes it all, seriously. That's why everyone's pissed. I come down there. They give me some shitty club. It doesn't even fucking fit my hand.
It doesn't even fit you. Yeah.
No, and I'm all hunched over. And I just take
Because everybody's been telling themselves the reason their games suck is they don't have the right club.
Yeah. Everyone's like all hung up on their clubs.
Custom made.
Yeah. I was like, whatever these clubs are, these are fine.
Give me any club.
Give me anything. Give me a bat. So easy too, because baseball at least someone is throwing the ball, trying to not let you hit it. With golf, the ball just sits there on the stupid ground.
It's waiting for you.
If you can't fucking hit that ball, it's sitting still. You know what? You're an uncoordinated spastic.
Yeah, but you won't be saying that if you play 18 holes. Because I
wouldn't even waste my time. It's too easy.
And your ball goes in the woods. It's not all as fun as it is in the driving range.
Nah, whatever. I mean, if it's not fun, why would I do it?
Well, like Howie Mandel said, if you got ADD, forget about it.
Yeah, anyway. I'm just busting balls. I know golf's hard, but I really did. I have beginner's luck. What can I tell you? And it's just bothering everybody. Everyone just can't handle it. But Jimmy is willing to sign an affidavit. Now I got to go draw up an affidavit. Where am I going to get that?
Whatever that is.
Yeah, we don't even know. All right, Ron, no big deal.
All right.
Go break in on a dance. Do whatever I do. There goes Ronnie, the limo driver. Still has the Batman mustache. It looks great.
Mr. Mund?
Yeah.
Seems like this is sort of a cycle with you and Howard. I mean, you do something, he reprimands you, you get upset, you sort of come back here and sulk for a bit, and then it kind of...
What do you mean sulk? What am I sulking about? I'm not sulking about it.
He criticized your behavior and the way you sort of handle yourself at weddings.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so? What's your problem with that?
Where are you at in this cycle? Where are you at in this process?
What do you mean?
Is this the sulking part? Is this?
No, I'm not sulking. I have a new man in town who took over for me. I've been quiet at things. We have John Lieberman now who takes over for me. He's the maniac at weddings and dances and parties and whatever.
So you've been affected by Howard's criticism of your behavior. It's changed the way your thought process, and you maybe have a little talk.
No, I still have a good time. I still have a good fucking time.
By the way, for all of you negative people out there, I just want to say something. George Zimmerman has been out for 2 days, and he hasn't killed one black child yet. Just so you know. For all of you who said he would, there you go. I can't believe that fucker got away with that thing, man. I
well,
don't get it.
A juror is talking, and I'm fascinated to hear what she says. Apparently, I was listening to her, and she believed a scenario, I guess, that was put forward by the defense. That, yes, George Zimmerman went too far because he followed Trayvon and got out of his car and that whole thing. But then she says Trayvon then decided that he was not going to be intimidated by George Zimmerman, and he got into a fight with an armed man.
George Zimmerman never should have gotten out of his car. George Zimmerman never should have been following this kid. The kid wasn't doing anything suspicious. It's ridiculous. They still haven't established what it was that was so suspicious. It's insane.
But she didn't care about that. She cared that they got into a tussle that Trayvon should never. It was like Trayvon's fault, is what she was saying.
Yeah, evidently, if you're finding the guy innocent, you got to put the blame on Trayvon. I don't get it. I really, truly don't.
Well, this is why we got to stop the jury system.
Yeah, maybe it's time to change that up.
The way she was talking, it was like she had a videotape of the whole thing.
That guy was a total moron, Zimmerman. I mean, you heard the phone call. The cop said to him, do not pursue this gentleman. We'll establish whether or not he is, quote-unquote, suspicious. Going around, he's looking for trouble. He's got his gun. Big shot.
He's sizing up people as they walk.
Yeah, no one asked him to do that. Get out of his car. I'll beat the shit out of you, too, you get out of your fucking car. Stay the fuck in your car.
Hey, Howard.
Yo. Benji.
Yeah, I think you're so wrong on this case.
Well, that's when you get in the show, we'll all hear your opinion.
If you ask the guy...
Benji?
Yeah, all right.
Not in the mood.
And now, we head into the vortex with Benji.
No,
Benji,
we don't.
What worries you most about the conflict with North Korea?
First, is North Korea even technically a Korea? What designates it to have rights to be a Korea? Is Kim Jong even technically real? How do we know he's not really Chinese?
This has been a production of The Vortex with Benji.
Anybody want to hear what Benji thinks?
Let's pursue it for a second.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
He might have been racist. He might have been following him for the wrong reason. But if Trayvon took the first swing at him and started...
You don't know that happened.
You're absolutely right. I don't know it.
So where's your legal standing?
The only thing that's legal in this discussion is we do know that Zimmerman claims the kid was suspicious.
That's not illegal.
The question, okay, if he's suspicious... A, what made the kid suspicious? What was he doing? No one can answer that question.
Let's say it's because
B,
Zimmerman is racist.
They told him not to get out of his fucking car
let's say
with
you're
his gun.
absolutely right. Zimmerman's racist, and that's why.
All right, you win. I lose. Okay,
no,
you're right.
If someone is racist,
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't care what you have to say. What is it, Gary? You want to say something?
Yeah, if the operator said, "Don't follow him."
Right.
And
the operator didn't say that.
He did.
Yes, he did. I heard.
Oh my God! There's a tape of it.
He said we don't need you to.
Yeah.
Oh. See, again, that's the vortex.
But that has nothing to do with actually what happened.
Stop now. Let's stop.
All right.
That does nothing to do.
Microphone's off. No need. What? Oh, your microphone can go back.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Ted, you should read Ted Nugent's article. Ted Nugent is like,
What's he say?
Oh, my God. Zimmerman is totally correct. He starts comparing it to these thugs in Chicago. That Trayvon Martin was a thug, just like all these kids in Chicago.
Oh, my God. See, there's a guy who also would be suspicious.
But also, let me ask you a question. If you're walking through a neighborhood, right?
Right.
Somebody starts following you.
Yes.
You might turn around and go, "What are you doing?" Listen, there's only two people who know what happened, and one of them's dead.
Right.
And so
that's the problem with every kind of murder trial. The murder victim cannot defend himself.
So the live guy can say whatever he wants.
Right.
Because DePace and I were just arguing this, and he was saying, I said he should have never followed him. And he said Zimmerman turned around, but then Trayvon went after him.
No, he didn't.
And how does he know that?
He has a broken nose to prove it.
He has a broken nose to prove it because he got out of his car and started in with the kid.
Stuck his broken nose where it didn't belong.
But, Scott, how do you know that he turned around?
How do you know that he did?
Why? The cops told him.
Again, that's what I said. That juror acted as if she saw a videotape. No one knows.
Right, and so
what we do know is that Zimmerman should not have engaged at all.
And he wasn't a cop.
And no one's answered the question, why is this kid considered suspicious? I'll tell you why, because he's black. Because he's a black kid in a hoodie. Case closed.
He's dead and did nothing wrong.
What if it was
Wait a second.
And he followed him as well?
He didn't follow a white kid.
Well, how do you know he did?
And you don't know if he won't the next time.
Look,
why won't George Zimmerman answer the question? Why is that kid suspicious? What was so fucking suspicious about him?
Because he had a hoodie on.
Right.
Bullshit.
Oh, stop.
No,
In the rain.
He gave a reason.
Retarded.
He said it was because he was walking in an area that people didn't usually walk in. He didn't recognize him. And he was wondering.
So call the cops.
And he did that.
Right.
And what did the cops say?
We said we don't need you following him.
Okay. And what did he do?
Well, he says he didn't follow him.
No.
So how did he get there? Was he magically transplanted?
He says Trayvon came up to him and
in the car.
He said, "I don't know exactly. I don't remember exactly."
Come on. Use your fucking head for once.
But you don't know that.
Please. And my name's Howard, not Hard. Hard. I
keep getting my microphone turned off. I didn't do anything.
When I turn off his mic, I turn off yours.
But it's interesting. One way or the other, you have to give one person or the other the benefit.
You know why I love this show? I can turn people's mics off. And, that's another thing. My psychiatrist was working on with me yesterday. I'm so upset that I can't control the world. You know what I mean? I can't control people. I can't control what and I can't accept it. And the one place I can control everything and shut down guys like Benji is right here. That's why this is why I am linked to this show.
I always wonder.
Say something, Benji. Go ahead.
If George.
See? Boom. Done. That's how the world should be for me.
I wonder what your life would be like if you didn't have this radio show, because it gives you...
Be miserable.
No, it gives you an outlet to do things like... In other words, what would you do if you were a regular working guy and you had to listen
had
to
to
people,
deal with Benji.
or you had to just do, like
I don't know. I can't deal with any reality.
because in your position on the show you get to deal with people the way you want to.
That's why America's Got Talent is so hard for me. I can't believe I got to sit and listen to these other 3 judges. I can't even believe it.
But don't you think a show with one judge would be boring?
Yes, but I can't even believe they even pay attention to those other 3. I'm not good with people. And listening to Benji is like listening to nails on a chalkboard.
Hard.
Hard.
When did you do your name change?
Hard. You know what it is? Because it's hard for him to get through to me. He calls me hard. Hardy, har.
If you ask someone what they're up to, and maybe you didn't have any business to do it,
okay,
but they attacked you, and you had your gun on you.
But wait a second, it's not that simple. He didn't just ask him what he's up to and get attacked. He followed a guy, and if somebody followed you and you didn't know why,
and maybe Trayvon might have been in his might have done the right thing.
Let's say Trayvon is a bad kid. Maybe
he might have done the right thing. He might have been scared and attacked the guy.
Right.
But neither might have known what was going on. If someone attacks you and you have a gun, he might end up shooting you.
This guy was in a car, Benji. How did Trayvon get him out of the car?
Trayvon didn't do anything.
Let's say that was a mistake.
Trayvon didn't do anything where he deserved to be. George Zimmerman will tell you.
I agree with you.
He can't tell you why the kid was suspicious.
I agree with you. But if someone attacked you.
Thank you for agreeing with me. Okay, he agrees.
Nobody attacked anybody. You can't attack a guy who doesn't get out of his car.
Right. Don't get out of your fucking car.
Do you see the guy?
Cop. Nobody asked you to do that.
Did you see the black guy that got arrested in the Village last week? Guy's walking down the street. Right? Oh, he's sitting in a restaurant with his girlfriend, black couple.
Right.
White guy comes by, calls him the N-word, gets up and hits him in the face. Then he gets arrested.
He gets arrested?
Yeah.
Wow. That N-word.
Well, it isn't illegal to say
no,
that
it's
N-word.
not. But it's hard to. It would be hard for me to just sit there.
Yeah, me too.
Especially in front of your girlfriend.
I've been called the N-word several times.
Me too. Yeah. I know. I really was.
I have been.
No, I was too.
Yeah, I'm being serious. And it's very difficult to take. I'm a white guy, and it's hard to take.
I don't know if I ever told you, I had a minor fender bender on 55th Street like 10 years ago, and this black guy gets out of the car, and we start arguing because he's the one who hit me. He broke my mirror. And he goes, he got so mad, he goes, "You greasy motherfuckers are all the same." And he got back in his car, and I go, I wonder what he thinks I am. Does he think I'm a greasy Italian, a greasy Cuban? Like, I spent the whole car ride home trying to figure out what he thought I was.
Which greasy kind were you?
Have you been called the N-word because people think you're black?
Yes. Once when I was in Uniondale, it was at night, and I was walking by, and they told me to stay out of their neighborhood.
Oh, my goodness.
A white guy told you to stay out of their neighborhood?
It was dark, but he did. He thought I was black.
You got thrown out of a white neighborhood for being black.
I got thrown out of my own white neighborhood.
Right. Wow. See, you're suspicious.
But I'll tell you, to this day, I still wonder what that guy thought I was. All I know is I was a greasy motherfucker.
Give it up, Gary.
A lot of people are confused as to what Gary is.
Well, you were from day one.
I was. I wasn't even sure what I was hiring.
I mean, well, what did you think I was Hispanic, or did you think I was mulatto?
I don't know. You just had a different look.
What is that?
But I still am endlessly fascinated with this idea of labeling people.
Well, what do you mean you're fascinated with the labeling?
Well, I never looked at you and said, "I wonder what he is."
Oh,
Howard did.
I did.
But that's my point. I'm fascinated by it. That never occurs to me.
No,
you're the one.
You never looked at Gary and said, "I wonder what he is."
No. But, I would wonder if I hear an accent. Oh, I wonder where that accent is from.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I looked at him. I was like, I don't know what this is.
And you're not kidding, by the way, because I've listened to my first day on the show many times.
Yeah.
And you, like the fifth question you asked me is, what are you?
Oh, what are we dealing with? All right, I got to take a break.
Strange.
All right, we'll be back right after these words.
Gary, the conflicting opinions on the staff surrounding the Trayvon Martin case seem to stem from respect for the process versus what common logic tells you. I mean, do you understand sort of where Benji or DePace is coming from?
Well, I hear what they're saying. I just don't agree with it.
Can you have it both ways is what I'm asking, because the process...
Well, I understand the process, but there's a guy who killed another guy, so he can tell whatever story he wants. Now, he may be telling the truth. I'm not saying just because the other guy's dead, he's not telling the truth. But there's a couple of elements in there Howard brought it up. Why are you following this guy? What is it that he did wrong? But more importantly, the 911 operator says, "Sir, we strongly suggest you don't follow him." And he decided, no, I'm going to do what I want to do. And he put himself in a situation he shouldn't have been in. And I think of it having a kid, around that age makes me look at it a different way. What if my son was walking through a neighborhood where he was deemed to be out of place, and somebody took it upon themselves to follow him, and what if it turned into something like that? It's devastating.
Do you think this speaks to the fact that it's a flawed system, that in situations like this where all logic tells you that this guy was out of line?
I think that neighborhood watches, people in neighborhood watches shouldn't carry guns. If you want to have a neighborhood watch, say, I'm looking at something, I saw a guy, I call the police. Why he's running around with a gun makes no fucking sense to me.
I know you mentioned being a father, but do you also think about the time when you were young walking through a dark neighborhood where someone thought perhaps you were a different race?
Well, yeah. Just because you have logic and you're walking through an area doesn't mean everybody that's there has logic, and so you have to be careful.
Scott?
Yes, that's me.
Joining the long list of political controversy is the Trayvon Martin case.
Who's controversy?
Well, you find yourself right smack in the middle of another debate where you're at odds with Howard and the majority of the crew. What are they not seeing, in your opinion?
That the fact that in this country you're innocent until proven guilty. So, as Gary says, two people have an opinion there, and one of them can't speak because he's dead. Well, I'm sorry, but the way our justice system is set up is that you need to prove that Zimmerman is guilty. And to me, it seems that there are some damning evidence, but there also is facts that he's got a broken nose and a cut to his forehead and a tape that pretty much says that he was on the ground being beaten by the other guy. So, to me, it's pretty clear.
Even with the fact that Benji has aligned with you, and does that?
Benji is a smart guy. Yeah, I align myself a lot with Benji. He is a little shticky from time to time, but when it comes to rational thinking, he's pretty good.
Mr. Bronk.
Hey.
I wanted to ask you a little bit more about this Trayvon Martin case. You seem to enjoy playing devil's advocate.
I wasn't playing devil's advocate.
Well, you respect the process and what needs to be done.
I do like looking at something from every side. I like that kind of thing of looking at something from every angle. I like that. But I'm not just playing devil's advocate. That's how I feel. I think it's clear that he wasn't legally guilty.
You're not doing this simply to draw people into the quote-unquote vortex or anything. This is legitimately how you feel. It's careful consideration that you feel is necessary.
I think people are like they do with a lot of things. They want to. They have an excuse to let's get George, and they're trying to they're doing that. But now I do think someone was killed, and that was a horrible thing. So, I think it's bad that someone was killed, and they're very well may have been no reason for it.
I mean, look at your hat. It's a little bit crooked. It's a little bit urban looking. It's a style. You yourself could have been a victim.
I consider myself a victim.
Well, just chew on that while you're enjoying your watermelon.
Thank you.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
On Monday's wrap-up show, Donald Sutherland, the actor, came in to promote the Hunger Games. Ganji and him got into it. Ganji was really annoying, but yeah, it was Ganji. Let people think it's Ganji. Ganji was real annoying. Why don't you watch, see what you think about it.
Gary, we never knew who we were going to see in the hallways, and I can't believe who we just found.
Well, the great actor Donald Sutherland is here, but I have to tell you, I'm sitting here doing a commercial.
Howard is not here?
He's not here.
Tell him to go fuck himself.
I was freaking out because I'm reading from a commercial, and aside from all of your other attributes, you're one of the great voiceover guys of all time.
Oh, thank you. I was just saying to Mark that it's my favorite thing in the world to do. I feel like I'm being in a studio like a musician, you know?
It's also fairly easy if you're good at it, and very lucrative, isn't it?
I don't find it easy. No. I mean, I spend an hour doing a 60-second commercial, which drives people nuts, but I love it.
Well, you're great at it. You're great at it.
And you told Howard to fuck off. Are you a Howard fan, or are you familiar? What's your experience with Howard?
I think if you're not a Howard fan, you don't tell him to fuck off.
Fair enough. And in having you up here today, today on the show, a gentleman came in with an app for his iPhone and measured how ugly people were, and a lot of people are very upset by this.
Oh, shit, man.
Ronnie, in particular, over there across from you,
not upset, John.
Scored a 0.
Can I tell you a story?
0.0.
A quick story. I auditioned for a movie in 1962, the first movie I'd ever gone up for, and I did it, I thought, really well. I thought, as they say now, I had nailed it. And I came home, and my wife said, "How did you do?" I said, "I don't know, but we'll see." The next morning, I waited for my agent to call. This is 1962, right? And the phone rang, and it was the writer, director, and producer all on one line talking to me. They were so excited. The writer said, "Oh, I was just thrilled with your work. I rewrote stuff. And the director said, I had a whole new idea for the scenes." And the producer, in the middle of all of this, said, "And we all are phoning you because we just loved what you did, and we wanted to explain to you why we weren't casting you." And I could hardly breathe. And he said, "The reason we're not casting you is because we've always felt that this was a kind of a guy next door sort of character. And to be perfectly truthful, we don't think you ever look like you ever lived next door to anybody."
Too good looking?
Very nice.
No. When I was walking across going to do the Eye of the Needle, and a Scots air hostess and stewardess came walking through the rain, really cute, 20 years old, little mini skirt, and she stopped in front of me and she said, "Oh, you're Donald Sutherland, aren't you?" I said, "Yes." She said, "You're not near as ugly as you are on the telly."
Yeah, we've all got that.
Thank you.
We can leave the app out for me.
Yeah, we're going by an app that comes off an iPhone.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel being in a movie? That is it the biggest opening?
Third biggest ever, 155
no, it's the
million.
Third biggest ever, but it's the first biggest for a movie that isn't a sequel.
And I think the movie we both saw it over the weekend. John and I both read the book, and I thought the movie was great. I said in the air this morning, I wished it was a little bit darker, like the books are, more violent. But you're going to be much more prominent in the second movie, aren't you?
Yes,
that's going to be a big one too.
Yes.
Have you started filming that one yet?
No, I haven't seen the script for it yet. No. They made a decision about making it darker. You can do that in a book, but to do it graphically, one, it would not get to a lot of people because the rating would be different, and they felt that politically and socially, it was really important that this film get to young people as well as adults. I mean, it's an adult movie. I mean, people say, "Oh, this is a kids." It's not a kids movie. It's an adult movie.
Did the box office take surprise you? I mean, a lot of people have predicted great success for it. Yet, I mean, this had to exceed everyone's expectations, I would think. And does that matter to you in terms of you doing a role? You've done so many great classic roles. Is this an affirmation of you doing your job well, or the marketing team, or a combination of both? What do you think?
Well, sure, not an affirmation of me doing my job well, but. It's an affirmation of Suzanne Collins and Gary Ross and Jennifer Lawrence striking a chord in people. Young people want to take control of their destiny, and this gives an example of how to do it. It's great.
I really did enjoy the movie. It's a great movie. I went with my wife, and my 14-year-old son. But I do have another question for you. I have a 17-year-old son who is a huge fan of 24. And when he sees you and he goes, "Oh, that's Kiefer Sutherland's dad."
Yeah.
Does that make you super proud?
Yeah. Kiefer and I are going to do a movie in July.
Oh, I think I saw something about that.
Redemption, yeah. Mm.
All right, we're on with Donald.
A cowboy movie.
We're on with Donald Sutherland. Say hello, Ralph Sorella.
Hello, Mr. Sutherland.
Hello.
That means Ralph's excited. He's leaning on the buttons.
Contain yourself, Ralph. No, we lost Ralph. Oh, well.
What a shame.
But that was inappropriate. What, you mad at Ralph?
No.
Ralph, that's what you say over the side of a sailboat, isn't it?
And with Hunger Games, you play the president, and he clearly isn't the nicest guy in the world.
Oh, no. He's a very nice man who's doing a very difficult job.
And with your other, how does it compare to the other roles?
You could counter with that.
I was going to say, it sounds like some other presidents we've had.
Yeah, exactly. No. I mean, it's the job, and he recognizes when you have to kill somebody and when you don't. You know,
he definitely plays by his rules, no doubt about it. But in all the roles that you've done, what's the one that you're like? What do you get the most? Hey, I remember you in, or you were so
Kelly's
great
Heroes.
And is that the one you're the most proud of?
That was a great movie.
It was a lovely movie. I had a wonderful time.
Did you see?
I loved JFK. I loved that. I just had a little piece to do in it, but it took me 3 months of work every day to prepare for it, and then just to go and sit and do that for Oliver. We did it in one morning. I don't know whether you saw the movie. It's a character based on Fletcher Prouty, and I loved it.
Hey, I was just looking you up on Wikipedia. You have a son named Angus.
I do.
Yeah.
His name was Redford.
Yeah.
I have a son named Rossif, a son named Rogue, after Nick Rogue. After
Will, who works here, has a brother named Angus.
I don't care. I was in the middle of telling you that no, you don't have to apologize for that. When my wife took our son Rossif to school, she had the baby Redford in her arms. And the teacher in Los Angeles, when she said, "What is the name of that baby?" my wife, who was French, said, "Redford." And the teacher said, "You can't name him Redford." So he ended up being named Angus.
You buckled to the pressure of some teacher?
I buckled to the pressure of
so
my
wait,
wife.
his first 5 years he was a Redford?
No, first year, and then for 2 years he was Bonbon. And Bonbon, like a sweet.
Okay.
And then he was named after my cousin who died going in on the landing day in V-Day.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I mean, but what you should really be sorry about is I named him after that cousin. And when my sister was dying, she said she had something very important to tell us. And Francine and I were standing there. She said, "You named Angus after your cousin who died landing in D-Day in whatever the beach was. I can't remember." And I said, "Yes." She said, "That wasn't Angus. That was Lou. Angus died of a brain tumor."
I thought you were going to say she was going to ask him to change his name to her name.
No. Angus died of a brain tumor, so that's...
oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, not wait, the V-Day Angus or your
almost
son Angus?
Everybody is dead.
Wait, who died?
Angus died.
Your son or the V-Day guy?
Oh, please. Oh.
No, I don't know. Well, how did he die?
The V-Day
of a
No.
Mr. Sutherland, you're in the Benji vortex right now.
I do have a question for you.
I'm not.
Another movie that...
You're all caught up now.
Yeah. Another movie that I would think that you get a lot of recognition for.
You just ruined my underwear. What is that?
Another movie that I think you get a lot of recognition for as being one of the most memorable, and there's a book out now about it, is Animal House. Is that one of the ones that people remember you for quite a bit? Is that a dumb question?
No, it's not a dumb question. It's a complicated question. Because one, I had been doing pictures walking on for John Landis ever since Kelly's Heroes, because he had been a gopher there when MASH came out, and it was a complicated story. And he called me when I was doing Invasion of the Body Snatchers and said, "Can you come up to Eugene for the Sunday and we'll shoot this one scene?"
One day shoot.
Yeah. I said, "Okay." And he said, "Universal wants to give you 2% of the profits." I said, "Universal, the studio? No. No. They have to pay me my daily rate.
Is it cool to say what was your daily rate back then?
Oh, please. No, it's not cool. Jesus.
Let's talk about Angus.
Show
But I
my underwear.
Even when you did with the one-day shooter, when you spoke to Landis, did Landis say, I got to tell you, I'm working on this movie. I think it's going to be huge.
Can I tell you something? When I saw it, I thought it was terrible.
Even the finished product?
Yeah. I sat with Hannah Weinstein. The two of us went, what are they laughing at? Oh, God. And more than that, he had promised. I just showed my ass for the rushes. It was only supposed to be for the rushes.
Right.
I made him promise it wouldn't be in the film, and he promised my wife, and my wife has never spoken to him since. And he said, oh, absolutely, it will not be in the film, because that has to do with John Shuck and MASH doing for the rushes, saying the word fuck.
Right.
And then it ended up because of Robert Downey Sr. and him using it, and we were able to use it.
My favorite John Landis walk-on is The Clumsy Waiter in Kentucky Fried Movie. That is a funny movie. John in Jersey, you're on with the great Donald Sutherland.
Hi, Donald. I just want to say that I'm a great admirer of all your work, and I just wanted to say thank you for everything. And Invasion of the Body Snatchers still stays with me. I'm not going to go into anything crazy or nothing, but people seen silly things and everything like that. But I just want to say MASH was incredible. And Gary just said Animal House just blew me away. And I just want to say thank you for all your work, and I'm a great admirer of all your work.
I can't begin to tell you how much I admire you, John. Thank you.
Allison in Connecticut, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hello, Allison.
Hi. Oh, my goodness. Mr. Sutherland, what an
What do you
honor
want?
to speak with you.
Huh?
I was wondering if you would do your famous line from Animal House for me.
Food fight.
No.
Oh.
Would anybody like to smoke some pot?
I'm not allowed to say that on the air?
Oh, yes, you are.
Okay. Would
Let's settle
anyone like to smoke some pot?
Is it weird for you when people want you to do their favorite moments from movies, but everybody's favorite
What's
moment
really
is,
weird
is
is I
different?
couldn't remember it. Are you still there?
No, she's gone.
If I bring in a chalkboard,
The only line I remember is woof woof. That's it.
All right, Ted, we got to wrap up. Donald Sutherland, thank you so much for stopping by. Everybody go see The Hunger Games. Gary, I've seen it twice already. It's a fantastic film. He's excellent in it. And any other projects coming up or anything else you'd like to promote?
No, I just go see The Hunger Games. It's really important for you. It really is.
Are you on
it's
Twitter?
An important picture. What?
Are you on Twitter?
No.
You should.
I'm 76 years old.
Get on.
I'm lucky to have a computer.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, we talked about the infamous app that tells you whether you're good-looking or not. John Lieberman's still smarting over it. Ronnie thinks it's a big conspiracy. And we discussed whether Benji hijacked the interview when acting legend Donald Sutherland was on. Here's how it went.
I want to get into the staff stuff first. Most of it happened at the end of the show, and it really started with JD being called in about this Chicago trip these guys are taking. And then Ronnie came in, and then Ronnie had to deal with Sal and the Zero. And Gary, you're expert at dealing with Sal when it comes to holding stuff over your head, him going behind your back, doing this and that. How do you think Ronnie handled it, particularly when he said he had the eyes in the back of his head as Sal was holding a sign right behind him and he didn't see it?
Well, Ronnie handled it better than me than when he saw what was going on. First of all, Sal was holding a zero, and I joked around when I came out, it looked like 00 because his hand was shaking like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, his shakes, I think, have gotten worse.
Yeah, they've gotten really bad. But it's one of those fucked up things where Ronnie's like, listen, I'm well aware of what's going on behind me while Sal had to have the zero up there for at least a minute.
Yeah.
And it seemed like an hour.
Sal had enough time where everyone in the office gathered around to look at a monitor from no matter where they sit just to see what was going on in there. But I know Ronnie loves to go along with the joke and be a part of the joke, and he's a great sport. But anytime you say nothing's really bothering you and you end up yelling and screaming and talking about it for a very long time, clearly the zero is bothering him.
Absolutely, and again, it's a ridiculousness. He couldn't possibly be a zero. Like, if he's a zero, what is the Elephant Man? Seriously.
Like a two? Well, you know what's crazy? What I found out yesterday? Someone said, like, during one of the breaks, they rounded up to a zero, but which is like, it's like you can't get below a zero, but which is crazy. I don't know if because they don't want you to feel bad. Like, that's like,
they don't want anyone to have a negative number.
Yeah, so
it's like the
we'll
wind
at least give you a zero. Like, don't worry about it.
But it's meaningless. I quite honestly, as as tough as Ronnie's taking it, I think the person we really ought to be talking about is Lieberman.
Oh, my God.
And Ronnie and Lieberman were in the hallway for quite a bit of time. But, Shuli interviewed me for the news, and he made a very good point. Lieberman broke the rookie rule.
Yeah.
He let us all know it bothers him a lot.
You can never show fear, pain, anything. I mean, people
no emotion shown on the show ever.
Absolutely not. And then he's also tried to embrace it and laugh it off, but then saying he doesn't take stills well. It's like, come on, John.
It's historically known I don't still photograph.
Historically known.
And you guys are getting a glimpse of, like, we're in the newsroom there. I mean, the fact they don't have a camera in that newsroom, they are missing nuttiness 24 hours a day. He's back there yesterday. I mean, it was almost as if he was channeling Lisa G. He was blurting things out on his own without being talked to. He was out of his mind. He couldn't believe it.
Yeah, clearly it's under his skin, and that they're going to play that news intro every time he walks in. I love the echo too, with the 18 and ugly going back and forth. It's frustrating. You're trying to focus, and it's impossible.
Gary had the best thing yesterday. Gary walks into the newsroom to say hi, and and Lieberman sitting in the back. Gary goes, "Hey, ugly, what's going on?"
Now, with JD out on the road with these guys for the block party, Howard made a comment about how JD sounded a lot more confident today when he came in. I do think that 52 score did help his self-esteem, and he was kind of, flying off of that.
But how long will it last?
I think it's already back down, because when Ronnie came in to talk about setting him up in Chicago, JD all of a sudden was flustered again. And I wonder if JD feels pressure from it. If Ronnie's mentoring will continue with him. What do you? If you had to speculate, what do you think is going to happen?
I think JD will be back to being JD in no time at all. Again, Shuli and I were talking. When it comes to JD and women, I can't. One of two things is going on. I can't figure out what it is. Either JD is lazy, or he's arrogant. Because we were saying he would like the hottest whore in the world to come to him and not charge him.
He's always been accused of having very high standards.
But also not only having high standards, but really wanting to put in the minimum amount of work. Meaning, they should see I'm JD, and I shouldn't have to schmooze. I shouldn't have to go with the uncomfortableness of getting them back to my room. I should just be able to fuck them.
I think he's more scared of being rejected.
No, I get that. But you realize that you have to put some amount of work in.
Yeah, but I think it's the rejection that really, really, really gets to him more than anything.
Can you be arrogant when you're inept socially? When you have no desire to go out, when you have no desire to talk to people because you have no confidence in yourself, can you be arrogant?
Yeah, I don't think he's arrogant, although I've seen plenty of people who aren't good looking and aren't socially there think that they deserve, they deserve all these great things.
DJ in Philly, you're on the wrap-up show.
I'm just calling to talk about the Benji vortex.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I pride myself in trying to be a positive person. I'm kind of mortified that I'm calling in with a negative comment, but I just don't understand how Benji really thinks people are going to believe that he did not know that he was embarrassing himself and the show and Howard with the Donald Sutherland.
Oh, I didn't. I thought it was a good moment. If I believe you, but
asking
it's like
if his kid's dead is a perfectly normal question.
I thought it was, if you listen to he was on for about 5 minutes. And I had like 15% of it. I thought it was with a better 15%, but I clearly could be wrong. So
yeah, I thought, not to get too into it, but I thought when you did get the story yesterday, it wasn't that you didn't understand. I thought you were going for a bit, and that's okay because you do that a lot. Yeah. And a lot of times, I thought you were going for a bit with him. I thought you really fully did understand the story.
No, I didn't at the moment, and when I said the Will's brother thing, I was just trying to be. Right. I was trying to be funny. When he said the story, I got a little lost in it, but I thought it was good, but it's cool. What's your name again?
And one of the things that
DJ?
Gary and I like about Benji being in here is that sometimes Benji will take you down a path, and sometimes it hits and sometimes it misses. But that makes him. I think that makes him interesting on this show.
I mean, you can't see everything. So, sometimes, and not to be a dick, I'll put my hand up to Benji, meaning we probably shouldn't go there now. And it's a thing. Like, does that piss you off when I do that? And be honest.
I didn't know. I thought you were just checking out your fingernails. I just found out.
No, but sometimes sometimes I'll put my hand up to Benji because Benji wants to talk. And
yeah, of course I don't. I don't like that, but I totally understand it. You guys are, this is your steering the ship kind of thing.
I mean, sometimes I'll do that, and I need to do that to myself. John does a great job of it. Like, someone will be sitting there digging a hole, usually JD, and I have to remember not to talk. to just let JD talk, and that's why I put up my hands up.
And by the way, everyone in here has mastered that with Sal, and I appreciate that. You just let Sal do his thing, and even though I'm saying this on the air, he'll still do it, so it's not really an issue. We now have John Lieberman sitting here with us, who's taking a bunch of ball busting. But frankly, John, I think you're bringing it upon yourself here a little bit. Have you been able to reflect on what being an 18 really means?
Yeah, well, first of all, I've learned a lot in the past 24 hours. I would say I am a very excitable guy. Like, I just get excited easily, as Shuli can attest to in the newsroom when certain things happen. And so I'm not good at masking. So, yeah, when you get an 18, it did piss me off in the beginning. And it sort of stuck with me knowing that, and then the song today, knowing that is now how I'm labeled, which is exactly, and that was the mistake I made yesterday, was saying, this is how I'm going to be labeled, and now I am labeled as that.
18 and still ugly.
Yeah. Do you sit there and dream that you hear, John Lieberman has a big penis? Now, do you think that everyone on the show treats you equally, or do you think there are other people who don't like you?
Well, I'm sure there's people that don't like me. I mean, I think Robin's been a little bit cold toward me in a couple interactions, and maybe it was my fault. I remember one of the first days I was here, I tried to make a little bit of small talk with her in the hallway about Baltimore because we're both from there, or she worked there, and somebody wanted me to say hi to her from Baltimore, and she kind of blew me off. Then she made a comment in studio that I look like Chris Christie, which that pisses me.
That's worse than the 18, to be honest with you.
But let's be fair. That's back when Robin was emasculating people. She's not really doing that anymore.
Right, but then today picking JD over me, I mean, and I like JD.
Without even thinking about it.
Thank you, Ronnie.
So do you think she has it in for you?
I don't know. I don't think she has it in for me. I just think for whatever reason I might rub her the wrong way or whatever.
Some people
which
have
is
said,
fine.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, John, but some people have said before, like, Robin, I don't think she likes me. Like, you're not the only person who has said this, but it seems like very early on you got that indication. So you gave a couple of examples, but has that continued? Do you still feel like she's sort of boxing you in? She's got you like a stereotype of you and who you are, and she's locked into that?
Yeah, that could be it. I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, but you know what? It is what it is. Not everybody's going to like you, and so we'll move forward and see what happens.
Just say it. You think she's anti-Semitic. Just get it out there.
Ronnie.
Or deny it.
Or deny it. Yeah, say something. Jesus, that was a joke.
Ronnie.
Don't leave me hanging.
You've been accused of...
I'm always accused of something.
Well, you've been accused of not exactly being truthful with this zero stuff. Like you said, it doesn't bother you, but you're yelling and cursing and fighting and...
Because I don't like being used. I was used. I was used by these guys from this app company.
Ronnie, when you say you were used, I got to ask you a question. Do you think that they came here and targeted you, or do you think that it didn't work for you and they went with it?
No, I think they targeted me.
You think they said, we're going to give Ronnie a 0?
Because I explained it on the air.
But why not JD?
Right. Why not me?
Because they know
by the way, can I say something?
Because they know with me it blows up into a whole big that I carry on.
So you're saying they can get more attention picking on you than on anybody else here?
Than JD, yeah.
Hold on. Can I say something? No one had even brought up bringing Ronnie in until I ran in.
Oh, that's so not true, dude.
Yes, it is.
You knew that sooner or later they were going to get to me, and I was the last one. I was
you weren't the last one.
No, I was the last
like Richard and Sal and John Hine out in the bullpen?
I was the last one to be brought in studio.
Lieberman came in.
The lead in our news story today is that Ronnie truly believes... A, that it was choreographed just for him, and B, that he has more impact than anyone else on the staff.
I didn't say I had more impact.
That's what you said. You did,
Ronnie. Because it blows up into a whole thing.
Ronnie, is there anybody else, in your opinion, that could get as much impact as you in
as
a situation
far as
like
blowing
this?
Up like that?
Yes.
No.
Are we talking Twitter, or are we talking just overall?
No, on air.
You mean getting like they felt you would be the most
Gary,
to get the most
upset?
Show
to the wrap-up show. It went all morning was all about zero,
Ronnie,
and then went to the wrap-up show.
If JD was a 0, if John Lieberman was 0, quite honestly, if I was a 0,
don't you?
No, hold on. The same thing would have happened. It would have gone on all day.
Wait, Ronnie, you're saying no one else.
I think we're saying the same thing. You're saying if Gary got a 0, that wouldn't have the same impact than you getting a 0.
Probably Gary, yeah.
Wait, it's even bigger than that. Ronnie's saying no one else could have
it to Gary because Gary's the producer of the show.
But in a way,
they're not going to zero Howard.
What about Benji?
Benji just he lets everything ride off him.
Ronnie, you're saying no one else could have more impact, but you don't have the most impact?
Maybe I'm crazy because I'm crazy. I'm crazy and I'm ugly. I told you that on the show. I'm crazy and I'm ugly.
Gary, did you calculate bringing in Ronnie last? Was that the plan all along?
I didn't calculate bringing in anybody. Howard said when we went in there, it was such a loose segment. Howard said, "I'll just call people in as I feel like it."
Yeah, this part wasn't on the script.
Okay, be my guest.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, Mike Ganji stopped by, which is always a thrill. And we talked to him about Miss Howard TV of the Year and how he's going to make his move eventually. And then, since Ganji was here, it led into discussion about the Ugly Meter app. And Ronnie and John both tried to defend themselves, Lieberman that is, on their numbers. And Ganji didn't believe that Lieberman was truly thinking he was an 18. And Ronnie also noted how feminine he looked and how all the other guys looked here. So it was a fun wrap-up show.
We shift gears over to Miss Howard TV of the Year, and two gentlemen who are very close to it now joining us on the wrap-up show. That would be Ronnie Mund and Mike Ganji. And Ganji, I heard you're a very big fan of our winner today.
I am a fan of hers. I think she's probably one of the best-looking ones from last year, though I like them all. But I do think she's one of the best-looking ones.
Let's get down to brass tacks.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what got whispered in my ear. Chris Costa almost always produces this segment, but today you did.
He has a doctor's appointment. He's the one who opted out. It was all him. I swear to God.
Right. Yeah, sure.
I have nothing to do with it.
Ganji, come on now.
I swear to God.
Yeah, right.
Chris
Give me a
already left.
So was there no one else to pass it off to?
No, because then I have to teach somebody, and it's like it's a quick, easy thing.
I gotta teach somebody.
Well, we appreciate.
I can do it.
Look, Chris does it every time.
Hold on a second. We're on 3 days a week. You couldn't tell Chris to make a different doctor's appointment date?
I swear to God, she was booked because of the
Stop
show.
swearing.
It was everything in the schedule. Chris said he's been waiting months to get this appointment. I believe me.
Do you think he did it
on purpose
as a favor to you?
No,
Well,
absolutely not.
We appreciate the sacrifice that you make, Mike, for your job, but a lot of times you've been accused of hitting on these girls and trying to make more of what your relationship is.
Right.
Did you keep it professional this time? How did it all go down?
I have kept it strictly professional.
Is that hard for you? Because she's a beautiful girl.
Yes, it is very hard.
How long?
They're hot. You want to spend as much time with them as you can. Ronnie, stop.
What's the appropriate?
I'm not doing anything.
What's the appropriate?
Call on me, John, please.
I can see you itching, Ron.
What's the appropriate amount of time to wait till you can call her? And and say, would you like to go out if you want to do that?
First of all, she lives across the country.
Where?
In California somewhere. So I would never. There's not even a chance I'd see her.
But you go out to L.A. from time to time.
Yeah, she doesn't live in L.A. She lives in Northern California.
You drive.
All right.
I would drive, but. I would probably, if she ever came to New York, find out, be like, hey, if you come to New York next time,
it
call me.
didn't come up on the show, but did you guys all read the notes on her? I don't know if Will did.
She's into girls.
No, there was something on the notes. You didn't guys?
I don't know. I didn't read the notes.
I think she said, yeah, with a bottle of wine, I might fuck Ganji.
Is that in the notes?
If he gave me a bottle of wine.
I heard it was a case
not word
of wine.
for word, but something like that.
Basically, the note
Did you know that in the notes?
I heard about it.
Yeah.
Basically, the note said...
Did you write that note?
No. No, I didn't. She would go out with me. She thinks I'm a nice guy. She would go out with me with a bottle of wine or something like that. But
she said for a bottle of wine, I'd hook up with Ganji.
All right, now I'm glad you're here, Ganj, but Ronnie's here, and now we're going to get the truth about what's going on. Ronnie, what's the deal?
So Ganji is infatuated with this girl, totally. We were in Vegas, okay, and it wasn't a professional thing then because she was doing a radio show with me that had nothing to do with Ganji. He wouldn't leave her side the whole time before we went on the air. He stood there and talked to her for like an hour and just didn't shut up. Nothing about business. It was all about, what are you up to? What have you been doing? It's too bad we can't go out, all this kind of stuff.
Do you blame him?
No, not at all. Not at all.
We're in Vegas and she's a hot chick.
Right,
Duh.
right. But she was supposed to come to dinner with us one night, and she didn't show up, and Ganji was very disappointed.
Oh, stop. I was
very
not
disappointed.
So
I didn't even think about it.
So you were working her. Did you think you had a shot?
No.
Why?
I don't think so. No, I really honestly think she's into women. I do.
That's why?
That's why you don't have a shot?
Well,
no,
he should have a shot then because he's every girl's best friend. He's like a woman. It should work out fine for him.
How long is she in town for now? Do you know?
I think until tomorrow.
Are you going to say,
hey, you want to go out to dinner?
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe.
See,
We'll
Ben,
see.
I know.
Do you have reservations?
Yeah, right. I have a place waiting. I have a car waiting for us.
But
no,
Gary,
there's nothing.
That line that you asked Ganji about is a tough one to cross. There's no doubt about it. I mean, you're a producer. You're acting professionally.
It's not that tough.
Oh, no?
What would you do? How would you do it? What would be your move?
I don't know. My moves are old and rusty. And it's been a very long time, so I don't know what my move would have been.
I would assume that, next time she comes to New York, I'll try to figure out a way to hang out.
Yeah, they're probably next time's a bad idea.
But how do you make sure that you don't end up being her friend showing her around town instead of taking it someplace else?
I don't know. That can be a problem. I think you'd try to have to work it.
Main worry that you don't want to be unprofessional?
Yeah.
Or
No.
I don't.
No.
But you're off
duty. Here's the main worry. He calls her up and says, hey, want to go out to dinner tonight? She goes, sure. Takes her out to dinner tonight. They have a couple of drinks. He gets her. He plants a kiss on her. She goes, what the fuck is wrong with you? And next time she comes on the air, she goes, that fucking guy, we go out to dinner and he's all over me. And it's all over the radio. That's the fear.
That's part of it, sure. But also the unprofessional thing. I don't want to make it seem like I'm hitting on every single. Look, there's a new girl every month. I don't want to make it seem like I'm hitting on 12 girls a month. 12 girls a year.
Tell her I limit it to 3.
Like to be.
You're on the top 3, and
Yeah, I'm on the top 3 of the girls that I like.
Yeah.
Now, Mike, you weren't here for the ugly meter test,
right?
But you know how you've observed how everyone has reacted to this. Ronnie insists that he is not bothered by this.
Ronnie
at all.
is such a liar. Okay, so today I got him a shirt for this weekend's comedy gigs in Chicago that said, I'm a 0. As soon as he saw it, he took it, he hit me with it, and he threw it at me. Now, does that sound like somebody who's not upset with it? I think he's harboring a lot of pent-up rage over this.
I'm right there with Lieberman.
Yeah.
I can't sleep at night.
I think he's very upset. I think because he thinks he's better looking than a lot of people here.
I never
He
said.
does.
When did I ever say that?
He's said
When
to me
did I ever say anything of the sort?
That he thinks that other people are not as
I
good
got a
looking as
better
him.
personality than you. I know that.
Well, yeah.
I'm not every girl's best friend. At least
I definitely think
when I hit on a girl, at least
JD.
I wind up maybe taking him home, Ganj.
I think he definitely thinks he's better looking than JD.
Do you think you're better looking than JD?
What is that? What does JD have to do with it?
That's one of the people that I think you're upset about that you lost to.
He lost to everybody.
He lost to everybody.
Yeah,
well,
but where
I think
does JD come from?
I think that's the one that bothers you the most.
You're out of your mind.
I think
you really are.
You've been riding.
Ronnie,
I gotta tell you,
is there
you've been
someone
busting his
that
balls
of the guys
so much
everyone
lately.
beat you by that process? Whether you think it's real or not.
According to this, the whole world beat me.
No,
okay?
I know, but
because you're a 0.
Why would I pick on
But
JD?
of that list, is there anyone that you're like, I'm sure I'm better looking than that person?
I don't look at it that way. I don't look at. I'm not looking
you don't,
at guys.
I'm
not looking at guys to see if I'm better.
You don't
looking
ever
than
think
them.
about like, hey, I'm definitely better looking than this guy or that.
No,
you never
I
think that.
Do you think
I
you're
don't.
you're better looking than Jay Leno? He was an 11.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All right, so
I
there's
think
one.
Ronnie wants to answer questions about people that don't work here.
Right.
No, it's not. I don't look at people here and say, "Oh, I'm better looking than
Do you think you're better looking than Lieberman?
Lieberman standing behind me.
Do you think he's better look? Do you think you're better looking?
Probably on the same level.
See, I'll give you an easy one. Do you think you're better looking than Greg Carmel?
No.
See, so there
Somewhere
are
between
easier ones to answer.
What about Doug Goodstein? He scored lower than
No,
Howard
he
did.
looks like Andy Panda. I'm better looking than him.
What about me? I don't mind whatever you think. What do you think?
I don't know, Benji. Girls have a
Give me a
certain
nice
thing.
look
Girls
and
have
tell me what you think.
No, girls have a certain thing about you with your eyes and shit. So I guess maybe you are.
How do you feel personally?
I don't know. I don't look at guys that way, dude.
Look
I
at
don't-
me and make a decision.
It's
I don't
apples
do
and
that.
oranges,
I
though.
don't-
I mean, you're good looking in an AARP lineup, but other people
Hey, listen,
are better
listen,
looking in a
listen, Mr.
30s or 40s
M26,
thing.
You know, why don't you admit you dye your hair? At least admit I dye my
I
mustache.
don't dye my hair.
Oh, you do.
I swear on my
everybody
son,
knows
I don't
it.
dye
There's
my hair.
people all over
There's
here.
gray in there,
Oh, there's
asshole.
No fucking
All right,
gray in
you
there.
two kids, stop.
There's no gray in there.
Ronnie,
There's not one gray hair in there.
Ronnie, last one, then we'll move on. Do you think you're better looking than Howard is?
I don't look at it that way. I don't look
I'm
at it
asking
that
you
way.
to look at it that way.
No, I don't think. I think I'm the same as everybody else.
But you said you're better looking than Leno.
And not as good looking as Greg Carmel.
Well, Greg Carmel is in a class of his own with Will. Okay.
Oh, you put Will in that class also?
Yeah.
I'm in that class.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. I'm in the hot class of the show.
I know for a fact that the interns swarm all over Will. They talk about him, how hot he is. maybe not the interns now, but the former interns. I've heard them talk about Will. They've had crushes on Will. And
that's all.
And Quivers isn't totally in love with Carmel. So. Whatever.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't look at guys in that way, dude. I'm not going to look at a guy and say, I think you're handsome.
All right.
I don't look at it that way.
You answered the question. You're right. I've seen that firsthand with Will, although he is getting older these days. Mike in New York, you're on the wrap-up show.
Ganji's too much, man. I mean, you guys are all good guys, so I'm not gonna bash him. But Ganji, every girl, it's once a month with you. You want some sound advice? Don't talk about it. You don't talk about it. Just keep it on the DL, ask her out, and don't broadcast it because you just ruined it if you really like her.
Well, I'm blaming it on Ronnie because he goes around telling everything.
Ronnie's a lot older than you guys. You guys shouldn't be. It's funny that you even put in a poll. He's a lot older. When he was younger, you should pose a question when he was everyone else's age. You guys bash Ronnie. Oh, you think you're better looking? Ronnie's he's got to be 60 years old, late 50s.
No, 65, 70.
I don't know, maybe Mike, maybe Ronnie's cultivated his look over time. I mean, I'm sure he was a handsome guy when he was younger, and now he's.
What the fuck is your problem?
I'm complimenting you.
What do you mean? What happened? It all died now?
No, I'm saying maybe you've reformed your look a little bit. You care more about your appearance.
It's always been my look, man.
You always look that way?
I always look that way. Except
first grade.
I used to have a mullet before. Okay, now I don't have the mullet.
I'd love to see
an afro. And an afro.
I'm going to pose this question actually to Gary and Ganji, but Ganji, you first. When something like this comes up, and yes, Ronnie got a 0 and John got an 18 and other people got scores that they didn't like and get your balls busted and Howard's goofing on you, a part of you hates it, but there's got to be a part of you that sort of likes the spotlight being on you. How do you deal with that? And Gary, you too.
You know what? I only dislike certain parts of it. Yes, it's a great show. It's part of the entertainment of the show. I get it. And I get that, everybody has to get their balls busted at one point. It's when, you claim you don't like it and you're really kind of against it like John is with this 18. I think John's totally either he's really pissed at this 18 or he's totally playing it up in order to get more attention.
I don't think he's playing it up.
I don't think so either.
I used to like the attention when I first got on the show. You could say anything you wanted, but I was thrilled Howard was talking about me on the radio. It was fun. But then as you get older and more mature and you become in charge of stuff, it's sort of, there's nothing worse than taking an emasculating ass kicking and walking back into the office and the interns have their eyes averted because it was so fucking embarrassing.
John,
I'll tell you the truth, Ganji, and Shuli, I think, will back me up in the newsroom. What I like about my job is I like to be able to go in studio, light the match, and then just step back and watch everything. I really don't like to be the center of attention and
you
all
didn't
that.
You didn't run fast enough when you lit the match on this one.
Yeah, exactly. You've been running in every time that your name comes up with this 18. Well, you've been running in there.
But I've been letting him.
Gary, no. To be fair, Gary has told me to go in. I don't hover around and say, Gary, can I go in? Can I go in?
Here's what happened today.
Don't pull that microphone out of my face.
Here's what happened today. It was really funny. Howard started talking about John Lieberman. He was waiting outside my office as he does every morning because he's doing news, and John started talking to nobody. That's great. Moving his arms and everything. And I said you should go in because it was very real. He wasn't acting mad. He was mad.
And I just want to say the stuff you're hearing on the air is just the stuff you're hearing on the air. There's a whole. John is back there screaming about this since it happened. I mean, he's not happy about it.
John, has it
who
made
would be happy? You got an 18.
Has it made you question yourself at all? Like, hey, maybe I'm not as good looking as I thought I was.
Question myself? I mean, yeah, I'm sure a little bit. I mean, we're all insecure in a little way.
Well, John, I am sure Robin choosing JD over you again has to have you questioning.
Well, she went with youth.
John, you're very feminine and admitted,
I don't even know what does that mean?
Ronnie, I thought you didn't judge guys that way.
I mean, you're wearing a purple tie.
You wear purple shirts I'm not even going there. You wear purple shirts all the time.
Yeah, but just on you.
Talking about feminine.
On you, it just looks really odd.
Yeah, you do. You look really odd today, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
On you, it doesn't come across.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Are you kidding me?
You look like you should be at a Bravo show.
It's been all the talk around the office this morning, John.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the playground in 5th grade.
This is like romper room for grown-ups.
John, what were you going to say, though?
Yeah, please do.
Well, now I got sidetracked. I was just going to say, I mean, am I questioning my looks? I don't. No, I'm not questioning my looks. But look, it hit a button with me. I'm not putting it on. I'm just telling you, I'm not putting it on. I'm an excitable guy, for better or for worse, and I don't have a good poker face. So
you don't have a good face
at all. Jennifer, just so you know, you're not going to sleep again tonight. Now he's a little feminine today.
Has your girlfriend tried to convince you otherwise? Like, hey, you're not. Those guys are crazy.
Yeah, I mean, she says all the app's bullshit and all that. She's been very good.
Did you try? Did you download?
I can't even believe.
And
we're
then she
still
goes in
talking.
the bathroom and cries.
John, did you download?
Ronnie, you want to go there?
Where am I going?
Ronnie, do you think she's going around trying to find better-looking guys that she can marry with the app?
John, where do you think he's going?
Yeah, where are we going,
Where am I
John?
going?
This sounds
Yeah,
like a road we
where
want to
am I
be
going,
on.
John?
We only have 2 minutes, so hurry up.
Ronnie's just pushing buttons.
Well, hey, where do you work, man? You're not working America's Most Wanted anymore.
Well, pretty much. There are very few differences, believe me.
You're in the pool of alligators now.
Now, I want to know if anybody, not just anybody here that you may know of, actually got the app and tried it again. I know Benji got retested on the air.
Wait a minute.
67.
Tell him about Charlie Hess, really good-looking guy.
One of the guys on the Howard TV staff who's like a decent-looking guy.
I thought you didn't look at guys that way, Ronnie.
Yeah, but Charlie, come on.
Oh, sorry. Charlie's the exception.
Wait, is Charlie a Greg Carmel or better?
Like he's in the same class.
Body-wise, too?
Charlie got a 3.
Yeah,
a 3.
Charlie got a 3.
A 3?
A 3?
Yeah.
Charlie has a really thick beard.
Yeah.
I wonder if that
I
plays.
thought Ronnie's might throw it up, just the depth, in and out of it.
See, a 3 is worse than a 0. I would argue.
Yeah.
A 0 clearly shows there's a problem with the app. A 3 is you registered, you just registered.
So like an 18 is worse than a 0.
Yeah.
That's why I said to Howard today. I view an 18 as worse than a 0.
It doesn't matter, John. You're still very feminine today.
Now that we've had some distance from the America's Got Talent experience, the boys...
Really? There's distance?
Yeah, of course. There's at least a few days. Now that we have distance from the America's Got Talent thing, Sal and Richard went out on the street to ask old ladies and anybody else he could find. Oh, what they, he kind of tried to ID people who look like they might hate me.
Uh-huh. He can tell by
Well, yeah, you
looking.
can tell. You can look at somebody and know if they like me or not. Can't you, kind of? I mean, let's face it. We can profile Howard Stern fans. So he wanted to see if I had won anyone over.
How did you think Howard Stern did this year on America's Got Talent as a judge?
I was surprised that he was pretty good.
Did he win you over?
No. I don't care for Howard.
Would you like to see him come back next year, or would you like to see him replaced?
Replace him with an entertainer.
So he didn't win you over at all?
No.
Hey, I'm an entertainer. I mean, maybe
she
you
did say you were pretty good.
Yeah, but she didn't like me anyway.
You can't have the job because he doesn't like you.
She didn't like anybody, I think, if I remember this one correctly.
No. No,
one bit.
No, not really.
But you still think he did good, though.
He did good, but it's time for somebody else.
Good, but not good enough?
Yeah.
Your opinion? How do you think Howard did this year as a judge?
I was quite surprised, and I really enjoyed him. I did enjoy him. It's fine if he comes back.
Who do you think is a better judge on TV, Howard Stern or Britney Spears?
Oh, I'll go with Howard. I don't like Britney either.
I would say they're kind of equal. They were both crazy, so now they're both coming around.
How about Howard Stern or
Oh, my
Simon
God.
Cowell? Who do you think would be a better judge?
I'll take Simon because he's obnoxious.
I kind of like Howard over Simon, yes.
How about Howard Stern or Judge Judy?
Oh, please. That big mouth. I get it.
Which one?
Judge Judy. I used to like. I don't like her anymore.
So you think Howard's a better judge than Judge Judy?
Yeah, I'll take Howard over her.
Howard over Judge Judy. Absolutely.
And Howard or Paula Abdul, who's the better judge to you?
I'll take Howard. She's annoying.
Howard, I like Paula, but I think it's just time to move on to someone that's a little bit more opinionated. She's very emotional.
Now, you know, Sharon...
Not bad, though. I mean, I got that
You're
one
doing
lady.
all right.
I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there with the ladies. That one lady's really... She just doesn't like anybody so far. That first one.
Yeah.
Osborne is leaving America's Got Talent. Who do you think should replace her next year?
Oh, Pink?
Betty White's great. Betty White would make the
Oh,
show.
no. Betty White. She could die sitting there next to me. Betty White. How come on all these other shows you get to sit next to, like
Nicole Scherzinger.
Yeah, let me sit next to Nicole Scherzinger if they're going to replace Sharon. Let me take a look at that. I don't know. They asked a bunch of people.
What do you think of Howard Stern, how he did as a judge on America's Got Talent this year?
He's wild. He's still wild. He's good. He's good.
Who do you think will be a better judge, Howard or Britney Spears on the X Factor?
Howard.
Why?
Because I don't like her.
What about her?
I don't think she has any talent.
What about Howard or Simon Cowell?
Oh, he's nasty. Simon Coward is sort of kind of nasty, so Howard is a little nasty too, but okay. I would prefer Howard. Yes.
You see?
Even to Simon, huh?
Even to Simon himself. I'm moving up there. Maybe it's a good time to leave America's Got Talent. I don't think I could,
Go out on top.
Go out on top. You should see me at home wrestling with myself as I try to make my decision.
Really?
Yeah, well,
What are you doing? Have you made a list of the pros and the cons?
Well, I kept a folder all year of, everything. Really, I did.
Uh-huh.
Like the schedules and everything, so I could look at it and review it as I make my decision.
You just can't feel whether you enjoyed it and want to continue.
Can I tell you what I'm feeling?
Okay.
All right, I can feel. The way I'm looking at it is... I don't need a drum, but okay, if you want. The way I'm looking at it is, I enjoyed the show. I liked being on a network television show. I like doing something different out of my comfort zone. The actual working with Howie, Sharon, and Nick, I liked. I like the idea of the show itself. You know that. I'm a fan of the show. I like all the variety rather than just the singing.
Uh-huh.
But the singing's cool, too. And so all of that was pretty cool. I like that. And what I didn't like is that, I had sort of reorganized our schedules so that we could have more time off. And even our listeners were saying, hey, you take too much time off. But meanwhile, I didn't feel like I had any time off. Because every single vacation we had, I went to work. But I was working on America's Got Talent.
Well, I think it's interesting that you took extra work and are shocked that it meant eating into your time off.
Well, I knew that, but I didn't think it would be that much time because they had convinced me that it was only 30 days of work. But that's not true because it's like you got to get to these places. There's a whole buildup. You got to be here. It's not like the day I would do America's Got Talent, I had to go run around. Like I didn't get to go have a normal day. I would just sit around and
wait for America's Got Talent.
Yeah, and you didn't want to do too much because you got to be on your game, the whole thing. So that's the part I don't like, our schedule, because if we weren't on in the morning, it'd be one thing. But I was up at 4 a.m, and if I had to go do a taping tonight or something, it wrecks me. So that's where I'm at. But then I keep thinking to myself, well, you know what? I built something this year. I started with the show, built a following with it. How can I leave now?
And wasn't it fun?
It was. I mean, some days it was. And some days it was kind of a drag. But, but mostly fun.
You always look like you were having fun.
Well, hey, that's my gift. I look like the life of the party.
Mr. Mund.
Yes.
Aside from Beth, many would argue that you spend the most time by Howard's side.
At AGT?
Well, in general, between the show and now after his first year in AGT. I mean, you were with him every step of the way, pretty much. Having this type of inside access, knowledge, conversation, what's your prediction for another season, for a return to America's Got Talent? What do you think is going to happen?
It's hard to say because the schedule was pretty grueling.
Right, and no one
for him.
Right, and you see that firsthand every day. Every morning.
Yeah, and the mornings that he'd come to the radio station, the weeks that we had to go away and travel for auditions to different cities. It was a lot. It was a lot on him. It was a lot on everybody who was involved. You know. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to be, and I'm sure it's not all about whether the scheduling is. I'm sure it's got to do with all kinds of different things, whether he goes back or not. You know, it's just not one thing to decide whether he goes back or not. I'm sure.
But on the grueling schedule factor alone, what does that tell you in your mind? If you had a gun to your head.
Well, I know he loves doing it. I know he loves being the judge thing. And, I don't know. I would say if I was to be asked percentage-wise, I would say 75-25 that he's going to do it.
Thank you, Mr. Mund. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Seriously, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Gary, I just spoke with Ronnie Mund about the possibility of Howard returning for a second season of America's Got Talent. Other than him, I mean, you spend the most time with Howard and you see the effects of this show and the toll it takes on him the most. What's your prediction?
I'm on the fence. Not that being politically correct. It's just, you know, I saw him be very tired at the end of the season. If it were in the middle of the season, I would have said, yeah, I'll probably resign for another year. By the end, he seemed exhausted, and I know he enjoyed himself, but I also think he might have wondered whether it was worth it or not.
If you had to quantify it, in a percentage, would you say 50-50?
50-50.
I think we're going to be speaking to Bam Margera in about 5 minutes.
About his home invasion?
Yeah, his home got invaded, and some chick started making out with him in his sleep, and then started
naked. She was naked.
Naked, and then fingering herself on the floor. But he called the police.
While he called the police, that turned her on. He's calling 911. Oh my God, I have to touch myself.
She masturbated while he called police. Robin's right. He turned her on with that. Oh wait, here's Bam. We got to hear what's happening.
All right.
It's crazy, huh, Bam?
What up? I've seen a lot of bizarre things before, but this by far tops it big time, and I honestly never thought I'd be so scared of like a 24-year-old naked chick in my room.
Wow.
You know, it's crazy, too, because I was thinking about you, because you're on Jackass, and I've seen you do outrageous things. I mean, like, you guys will, smack each other in the head, you'll beat each other, you'll break bones, and the one thing that freaked you out was this naked chick.
Well, I mean, the thing is that, first of all, she wasn't forming any sentences right. Like, she wasn't making any sense at all. And like, she was saying things like, the owl sent me from Jupiter when I asked who she was.
And you don't think that's hot?
I thought that she was capable of getting a knife from the kitchen and either stabbing me or my girlfriend.
Do you think someone from Jackass was playing a prank on you? Like, did that thought occur to you that maybe the guy set this up?
Where's the camera?
Actually, for one split second, I thought it was my friend named David Lee Homo. He does appearances for me, and he was staying at my house at the time. So I thought that it was him playing a prank, like laying naked in my bed, like as a joke. But
yeah, because a lot of guys. Like, who was that guy you used to hang around with? The really crazy
Novak.
Yeah. Like you hang around with such crazy, wild people, and you need to for your business, but. Like, I wouldn't trust anything that was going on. I would think everything was weird, Yeah,
exactly. And, I woke up to someone, like, kissing me on the lips and on the neck, and I thought it was my girlfriend, so I'm like, yo, quit it, man, I'm sleeping. Like, we'll do that later. And then I see that she's dead asleep looking the other way. And I see this silhouette of this girl, and then
Do you think if your girlfriend wasn't with you, would you might have maybe banged her?
Well, I mean, like, she's not a bad-looking girl. Like, she's in shape, but I mean, like, she's been homeless and stuff, so she looks like she had like really hairy armpits and like this minging ass pussy.
Did she smell?
Actually, yeah, I could. And when I turned on the light, she said that the owl sent me from Jupiter, and that sentence right there was like, what, 911 right now, like.
When you say she wasn't bad looking, like give me an example. Was she like, who'd she look like?
She looked like a hippie girl that in shape. She had no boobs, and she looked kind of like a skater girl, like one that didn't bathe too often.
Did she look like what's that singer's name? When you say skater girl, who's the girl who wrote
Avril Lavigne?
Avril Lavigne? Did she look like Avril Lavigne?
No, she's drop dead gorgeous now, but
yeah, because if it was Avril Lavigne, I'd bang her. I don't care if she has a what did you call her, pussy?
The owl from Jupiter would have been fine. A fine sentence.
Is that what she said? An owl from Jupiter sent me.
Yeah, and then
There's no owls on Jupiter, Robin.
And another thing is that when she was kissing me on the lips. The very next day, I get this minging-ass cold sore on my lip. So I'm like, this bitch just gave me fucking herpes, or else I have a major stress blister from all this.
No, that sounds like she gave you something. All right, so take me through this. This girl, had you been contacted by her before?
I knew of this girl who came from Florida somewhere, who left her husband to come. She knocked on my mom's door from like with all of her bags packed and said, I'm here to marry Bam and move in.
Yeah, that's all you need is another wife. You just got rid of one.
Well, my mom was like, oh, well, at the moment he's a little busy in that category. That happened like almost a year ago. And then so my mom called the cops, and they took her to a homeless shelter because she had nowhere to go.
Right.
And then so people around Westchester see her walking around, and she's pretty much known as Bam's Florida stalker.
Right.
So I never knew what she looked like. I just heard the stories.
Are you allowed to call the police at that point? I guess not, because she really hasn't done anything wrong.
Yeah, at that point, yeah. But so my girlfriend takes her down as I'm on the phone with 911, and she's telling her all kinds of complete nonsense, like nothing that she said made any sense. She would say, like, my parents invented goats and trailers. And then,
but wait a second. So the woman had been around town for like a year. She'd even gone to your mom's house. You put her in a homeless shelter, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So, like, how did she, like, so she must have broken into your house that night.
Yeah.
And like, you don't have any kind of alarm or anything like that. You don't live that lifestyle.
Well, I have 9 camera angles, but I mean, like, I have 14 acres and the whole place is fenced off. It's a 10-foot fence that you have to, like, climb. It's hard to do, especially when you're naked,
Right.
How did she get in? Do you know?
Yeah, I mean, you have videotape. How did she get in?
I believe there's one part of the property where you can walk through the woods, but it's all marsh, so you're up to like a foot of mud if you want to do it that way, and it's pitch black. You can't see anything. Like, even I wouldn't be able to figure it out, and I live here.
I mean, this is a weird question, but is there any chance this girl would make a good judge on America's Got Talent if Sharon leaves? Because she sounds great. So wait, so you're saying somehow she negotiated the woods in the nude, because did your cameras pick up the fact that she was nude when she broke in?
Actually, the guy who knows the password to check the footage is on a vacation, and I can't get a hold of him to look at it yet.
Yeah, we got to get a hold of that.
Yeah, we got to find out how she got in.
And will you release that video when you get it?
Yeah, and so when she figured out that I called the cops, 10 police officers, state troopers show up, and she's still rambling on about like the Agonists from Montreal, which is a pretty good death metal band that I like sent me from Galaxy 5000, like just making up anything. And so when she saw the police cars coming in, she just ran into the woods naked, and and she absolutely had no clothes. And apparently people from Westchester who see her walking around know that she has a BMX bike. So I think that she drove from Westchester, which is 7 miles, naked to get here.
How do you know she didn't like have clothes on and then get naked when she got in your house?
Yeah, she might have walked through the mud.
We tore this place apart, and we couldn't find anything, and she didn't even know where her clothes was. She like either she's completely mentally ill or she was on like loads of acid or something.
Well, let me get this straight. So, okay, so that night, so she somehow gets in. And by the way, who's your new girlfriend? Is she super hot like the ex-wife?
Ex-wife, yeah.
Yeah, big time. She's from San Francisco. Yeah, she looks like Angelina Jolie, but she's in the itty-bitty titty committee. She has no boobs.
Your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got to bring her in here one time.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, we need to look her over if she looks like Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
That's hot. So where'd you meet that one?
Actually at a CKY concert in Petaluma, which is right near San Francisco, and she was in like the front row, and we kept making eye contact. So finally, I just brought her up there, and then we just connected real well, and then been keeping in touch ever since. But
how old a girl is this?
She's 26.
Perfect. Nice.
Yeah.
So okay,
27 now.
You moved her in, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Why not?
And so.
Oh, there she is. Yeah, she does look like Angelina Jolie.
Oh my goodness, she absolutely does.
Yeah, a little bit Mila Kunis too.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, hey man, that's fine. I'd move her right in too. How long did it take you to make that decision to move her in?
Well, we would see each other on and off when I would fly to L.A. to film Jackass or something like that. But you know, after a little while, it's just like, all right, we're moving in.
Yeah, you don't want to leave her laying around somewhere. You know what I mean? So anyway, so she's asleep. You're laying in bed. Suddenly, you feel someone making out with you. You think it's your girlfriend. This broad kisses you, and meanwhile, just from one kiss, you're saying you got a cold sore. That's unfucking believable.
Yeah, like.
Who knows how long she was kissing you? Because you know she might have been.
And who knows how long she was standing there staring at it.
Right. Oh, it's so creepy.
That's creepy.
Oh
yeah.
my God. And so then when you finally stirred, you realized it wasn't your girlfriend because you looked over and you saw your girlfriend sleeping.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my. I mean, that's got your heart's got to be pounding a mile a minute.
Yeah, it's like especially when it's like dark and you can't really see. Like all I could see is a silhouette of a naked chick that I never recognized before.
Wow.
And it gets even better because you know, I said she's known as the Florida Stalker. Well, a few of my friends do a radio show at a bar in town that she happened to show up to at the time. So they're like, we want to interview you right now. And this was about 2 to 3 months ago. And they say, so you came here from Florida to marry Bam, and where are you even living right now? And she said, I live in a tree fort, you know, and they just thought she was nuts. Well,
tree fort.
Well, when the police came here, they searched my entire property for almost 7 hours, and finally they find her in my treetop casino. So she did this interview 3 months ago, which means she's been fucking living at my house without anybody knowing it.
What's a treetop casino?
It's well, for Viva La Bam, we did this episode where we built this tree fort in the woods. So I hardly ever go down there.
Right.
And nobody really does. But she's been sneaking in and living there.
But you call it the Tree Fort Casino because what, you guys would play cards and stuff there?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I'd like to build one of those, actually.
And never go to it.
Yeah,
Have
yeah. I mean,
a naked woman living in it.
No naked women in my Treefort casino. But you know, like every guy's probably thinking, hey, that's kind of cool, but it's not, man, because that's scary. I mean, she could have cut your dick off.
Yeah,
or something.
you don't know what she could have done.
Yeah, I mean, the most bizarre thing was just the fact that, you know, she's not, her sentences aren't making it, you know, she would just say words. It was scary.
So do you think that, so she's in police custody right now, right?
Yeah, and you know, I feel bad for her because, you know, like they gave her like sexual assault charges, stalking, trespassing, breaking and entering, robbery, like all this. Well, how can you rob anything with your butt ass naked? But they pretty much gave her.
Yeah, but dude, you got it. Listen, don't say you feel bad for her because this is a chick who's not going to give up. That's number one. Like, look at Letterman. He used to have some situation like that. That chick was not giving up under any circumstance. If what the cops are trying to do is make enough charges, because, you know, in our system, the cops charge you with a bunch of stuff, and then it gets all knocked down. So you want her to be in jail for a while, at least just to fucking straighten her out a little.
Yeah, have her sentences straightened out?
Like, to get help. Like, I'd rather just have her get help. Like,
who's going to help her? Dr.
There may
Phil?
not be any help.
I don't want to press charges or anything.
No,
I just want her
dude.
to get help or leave me alone or something.
Dude, listen to me. Listen to me, Bam. You respect me, right?
Yeah, big time.
Okay. You've got to press charges. You have got to. Listen to me. If you don't, then this chick's going to be out.
Yeah.
You've got to, man.
And she'll be back at the Treefort.
I mean, as crazy as your life is and how, you know, like you're one of those guys, like, hey, man, everything's cool. This isn't cool.
And the scariest thing is that now that I figured out that she's been living on my property for 3 months. You know how many times I'd be like alone at 3 a.m. in my kitchen, like jerking off to internet porn? You know, like, she could have been peeking in the window.
Of course she was peeking in the window. She's got video of you jerking off.
Have her sentences straightened out since she's been, you know, in jail for a little while.
Yeah, what's the report? Like, is she starting to talk normal, or is she still?
You know what? I don't think she ever really talks normal, because even when she did that interview 3 months ago, she still wasn't making sense. That's
what I'm talking about.
That's why when she said, I live at a Treefort, they just thought it was another nuts thing that she was saying.
Right.
Was there ever any point where you were like going to go, hey, let's do a threesome? Like did you, you know what I mean? Like, here's a naked chick and your hot girlfriend standing there. And
I mean, just the fact that we didn't know who she was, you know, that probably wouldn't have flew. But if it was a good friend, you know, that we knew all about her, I guess it might be a possibility. But
no, you got to press charges. I'm telling you, Bam, it's that's dangerous stuff. Like, I know
you may not want to.
I know it's funny, and she's a naked hot chick and all that stuff, but
and like I'm terrified. I was so scared that like I had to go to my neighbor Cresta's house to like hide and shit.
Right. I mean, so
I'm hiding at my own house because I'm terrified of where she is. The police looked everywhere and just simply couldn't find her. And I guess she found some like little, because they looked in the Treefort and couldn't find anything. And then finally, when they double checked, you know, I guess she was covered in blankets or something.
Oh, up in the Treefort.
Yeah, and that thing is so like rotten at the moment that like there's not even stairs to get up there, so she has to go on my mini ramp and scale a 2x4 that's about 15 feet long and 10 feet high.
No wonder she's in such good shape. Look what she's doing.
Yeah.
And I like Bam's house. It's like my mini fort, my mini ramp, my tree fort. I mean, it's like a 5-year-old's house. It's cool.
No, it's the Neverland Ranch without the kids.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, she had to climb up my mini ramp to get to my tree fort.
She scaled a 2x4 to the mini ramp.
It's so great. Did the other jackass guys call you to just say, hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, I got just tons of text messages, just like, just when I think that your life can't get any crazier, something like that happened.
Hey, was that your hot new girlfriend I heard in the background?
Yeah, she's here.
Yeah? Should I say hello to her, you think? Are you going to stick with this one?
Yeah, hold on, I'll pass her on over.
What's she wearing?
okay, what's she wearing? She's pretty much, well, she's been sleeping, but she knew I was going to be on here, so she's all out of it right now.
She naked?
She's in like boy shorts.
And that's it?
Yeah, and then her shirt, but like I said, she's in the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, so.
Does that bother you? Do you want to check with big tits?
No, I just like the busted balls, but no, her personality and.
I might break into your house just to get to her.
If you
Never
wake
mind
up and
you.
there's a naked Howard Stern.
Yeah, if you see me nude and uttering words. I like that the crazy chick goes, it's an owl from Jupiter sent me. That's so original.
Yeah, she is pretty creative, I guess, because I never heard any kind of sentences that she was coming out with.
Is there any part of you that wants to incorporate her into the next Jackass movie? Like
maybe she'd be the first chick to be in Jackass.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes professionally you go, Yeah, I know she's insane, but like maybe we put
so
that in.
So are we.
Yeah, we're insane. She's insane. It'll be great.
We would probably have to have like a team of security next to her because nobody knows what she's capable of doing. Like,
yeah, she's the real jackass.
And actually, you just mentioned Novak. He did a year in jail, and he pretty much just got out. But
oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, and he was only supposed to do 5 months on the weekend. So he would just do weekends and get out. But the idiot comes out and comes on my show on Sirius Radio, and he goes, George W. Hill Correctional Facility is idiots because they have 30 of us pissing the line, and the last person they're looking at is me, so I take my buddy's clean piss out my ass and pour it in, and somebody just forwarded it to the warden. So when he came in the next weekend, they're like, you idiot, we heard your radio show, you piss right now, and then he did, and it turned out to be hot, and they're like, you're getting a year in prison right now. So he thought he was doing 2 days on the weekend. He wound up getting a whole year.
If you were a decent man, why wouldn't you set Novak up with that crazy chick who broke into your house?
It sounds like a match.
Because, I mean, it seems to me that owls from Jupiter have been affecting Novak's life, too.
Yeah, actually, Novak's girlfriend is like super hot, and she's such a sweetheart, and I don't know how, a scumball like him could get a girl like that. And when he was doing a year in jail, he calls me up dead serious, and he's just like, yo, Bam, can you please go over and visit my girlfriend and bang her out, please? Because if you don't, then she's probably going to meet some goddamn frat boy, and he's going to run around town bragging that he banged out my girl. So can you please go over and do it, please?
Did you help him out?
Huh?
Did you do it?
Well, I did once, and then I said, he's like, so did you do it? I'm like, yes, Novak, you're welcome.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What a crazy life.
Like, in his weird sick head, I could see that the logic of that, like, if you're going to spend a year in jail, you're going to get nervous that, something might happen because so much time goes
Let me
by.
understand something. So
I'd rather have my best friend do it than some frat boy bragging around town about it.
So, Bam, you went over to the house where Novak's girlfriend was, and you said, look, Novak asked me to bang you so that you won't get horny and bang some frat boy.
Yeah, well, he talked to her about it before he called me.
Oh, he did. And he straightened everything out. So you walk over.
She knows what the deal is.
And she knows the deal.
She knows the deal.
And you go in, and, does she just get naked and start kissing you right away?
Well, there's a few drinks involved, I suppose.
Right. And then and then you fucked her.
Yeah.
How many times?
Just once.
And was she like, I'm really glad you did this because I don't want to cheat on Novak?
Now I won't be with a frat boy for a while?
I think it was more of Novak wanting to feel safe that at least somebody did it.
Yeah, had you ever fooled around with her before?
If we did, it was just like a drunken thing at a bar.
Right. And after you banged her, is there any emotional attachment, or does she say, geez, could you come back and do this again for me next week?
No, I mean, we're good friends, like super good friends, but once I decided to bring Nikki out here, then that changes.
I see. So you only banged her that once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Wait, what a lifestyle.
What's Novak going to do now?
Yeah. Who's going to bang his girlfriend while he's in jail now? If Bam can't do it.
He's out now.
He's out.
Oh,
now.
he
Good.
is
All
out.
right. Yeah.
Oh, good.
So she hung in there with him. Oh my
He told
God.
me that he was. He had a roommate, like this super thug dude that was like really intimidating, and Novak had the top bunk, and one night his roommate, his name was Streets, and he hears from Novak's bunk, he's like, "Yo, man, are you jerking off up there?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yo, you can't be doing that in here, man. I feel a certain way about this." Like, he didn't know which way he felt. He just felt a certain way. I mean, Novak took his morals and threw them right out the window, so he doesn't give a shit.
Did Novak have sex in prison with any dudes?
No, but yeah, I guess he did say it's like super hard to jerk off in there because you go to the showers, there's a bunch of dudes in there, so you can't do it there.
Right.
And the toilet you share with your roommate, so I mean, there's never really a time to do it.
Yeah,
So
I guess at night would be the only time.
fuck it.
Good old Novak.
Well, it sounds like he's on his way up the ladder now that he's out of jail. Things are only looking up for him.
What was he in jail for in the first place?
Because what was he in jail for?
He forged the doctor's signature for like pills, like Xanax or something. I don't know.
And he got and he got a weekend sentence, and then it got increased because he went on your radio show and told how he was cheating on his urine test.
on his drug
Yeah, like
test.
what
God.
kind of dipshit would?
Oh my God!
Doesn't he know that somebody could easily just forward it to the jail and say that? Like,
he's fucking retarded. And like, does he get mad at himself for that, or he's just laughing about it?
I mean, he just knows that like what he did was his idiot fault for saying that. You know.
Is he a dumb guy? I mean, he seems like a bright guy.
The thing is, he's like the most street smart person ever. Like,
right.
You could put him in the worst part of like Baltimore, which is like the heroin capital of the world, and like, you know, you could put him in the worst part of town, and he'll be able to talk his way out of everything. You know.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like, you know, I guess book smarts, like he's dumb as shit, I guess.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Well, what a crazy life. Hey, by the way, you can check out Bam Margera at bammargera.com, Margera.
Yeah.
You working on a new movie?
At the moment, you know how Knoxville did that, he dresses as the old man and fucks with people?
Yeah.
In Jackass? Well, there's going to be coming up soon, a whole movie about that, and I think at the end I play Spike Jonze's lover, because Spike Jonze plays a girl, so I'm his I'm his lover who Knoxville wants to beat me up to win her back, and
he's doing a whole movie of that character?
Of the old guy, huh?
Yeah,
I love that.
It's still early in the works, but other than that, I hosted Punk'd, and they liked it so much that they want me to start doing it full time now. Because
that'd be good.
Butcher's doing he's too busy doing 2.5 Men, I guess. So
yeah.
There you go.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many like pilot type things happening that there's not really any answers on what channel it's going to be on. But like me and Tony Hawk and Jason Ellis are all working on a thing called Radio Clash, which is, you know, whatever we talk about on the radio, they film. Like if I talk about the Florida Stalker, then they would reenact what happened, you know.
Right. Well, hey, Jason's a good dude. I've had him on the show many times. I like him.
Yeah, I heard that. It was good.
Yeah,
you never had Hawk on there, though, huh?
No, I guess not. I don't know why. Maybe we will.
Wasn't it Hawk who alerted us to Tim's eating habits at the airport?
Yeah, Hawk was. We got to get him on here.
Have who on?
Hawk.
Oh, Hawk.
Tony.
Yeah, I believe he's in New York at the moment because I just saw him there 2 days ago.
No, he's an owl from Jupiter, that guy. You know what I mean? Well, hey, listen, Bam, it's a fascinating story. Again, another just great headline in your life. Be careful. Press charges if you want my advice. I mean,
I would close down the tree fort because she's coming back.
You really say, oh man, I just don't want to.
Bam, listen to me. You're like a real good.
She's already troubled. I just don't want to trouble her anymore.
Yeah, but
know?
Bam, if you don't trouble, as you say, her anymore, and I know you're a good dude, and like anything goes in your life, and you're tolerant of a lot of behaviors, but she sounds like so disturbed that.
Yeah, the only way to get her help is to press charges.
You're actually helping her by pressing charges because, maybe something good will come out of it. If you don't, she's just going to go right back up in the treehouse or whatever and just stalk you.
Like a cockroach.
I feel like it just seems like she's just too far gone to even have anybody analyze her to figure out what her problem is.
That's why you want her locked up.
Yeah, and you're not the person to figure that out.
Right.
Yeah, like when you hear people at raves who are selling like acid, and they have like a massive vial, and then it breaks and soaks into their leg, and then they're nuts forever.
Right.
Like I think that probably happened to her.
Yeah, I mean it's a sad story, but you can't get sucked into that sad story. You've got to really realize your own safety and
your girlfriend's.
And if that chick gets out, you better beef up security around there.
This woman says she wants to marry you. She might be dangerous to any other woman in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think somebody diagnosed her, and she's like officially like bipolar, schizophrenic, all that.
Yeah. Let me speak to that hot new girlfriend of yours.
Hold on.
What's her name?
Nikki.
Nikki.
Hello.
Hey, baby.
Hi, honey. How are you?
No. What's your story? You're super hot.
Oh yeah, you know what I look like?
Yeah, I just saw a picture of you. You look like a little like Mila Kunis and Angelina Jolie.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I like that. What, are you doing any kind of work, or are you just like living with Bam?
Living here with Bam for right now, but
and my pagan biker buddy who's guarding the property.
Good. You need like 50 pagan biker buddies.
50, yeah.
And so your whole thing is just having sex with Bam, right?
Wait, what?
Like your whole thing is just like being with Bam and pleasing him.
Well, I mean, I love him to death. Yeah.
You have any
aspirations? I moved out here from San Francisco.
Nice.
What'd you do before?
Huh?
Like, what do you like?
Do before?
What's your aspirations?
I am a photographer, graphic designer, and I also pose for art naked, like figure modeling.
No kidding. How can I like a lot of
Even
us?
though I had
Don't
no
you draw, Howard?
Well, I've got a sketch pad with a Mont Blanc pen and stuff. I'm pretty much into sketching. Any chance I can hire you to pose nude for me?
Yeah, sure, why not?
What does a thing like that cost?
Well, I got paid $200 for 3 hours.
Oh, fuck. We'll give you $400 for 3 hours.
You don't even have to, but you're going to just throw it in.
I'm doubling your salary.
$400 for 3 hours.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you come down here? I'll give you $400 and
You want me to model for you?
Yeah. I'll draw
Okay.
you. I'd love to
All right,
draw you.
let's
I would
do it
love
then.
to. Beautiful. Fuck. Well, you look. That's great. $400. You'll be naked for 3 hours.
So Bam here was just saying that do you guys still give away boob implants?
What?
What kind of thing?
No, a boob job.
Boob job.
Boob jobs. Oh,
Do me a favor? Let me look you over when I'm drawing you. I got my suspicions are you don't need fake boobs. Like you're probably hot
and Bam doesn't need you to win them.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is that I do have a butt.
I gotta sketch you.
Okay.
Do you mind if I position you when I sketch you? I have various positions I like.
I can work with that. Yeah. I can do that.
Probably all fours.
Yes, I can do that.
So how's that work? Like you come into my classroom, and then you like disrobe in front of me.
I take off my clothes. I have a robe. I go on stage and I do my thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then however we want to pose you, we can pose you, and we just draw you and stuff.
Exactly.
Fred,
who decides on the pose?
I'll do that with Fred.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, when you go to these classes, who decides on the pose?
I do.
Oh, wow. What's your favorite pose?
How about this? I will show you all of them when I go in there.
Oh, great.
Will you ever like spread completely open so I can draw the inside of your vagina?
Like a hustler pose?
Yeah, like a hustler type deal?
With a leg up on a chair?
Yeah.
You would do that?
Yeah,
Wow. Anus and the anus spread as well?
Oh, God, I don't know about that, no.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
No clear sphincter?
No, nothing like that, no.
Don't forget, we're doubling your pay, so...
Okay, so Bam here, he's going to forward you guys a photo that he took of me
Oh, good.
naked.
Yeah. Let me see that. Hey, Gary. Bam, whose address does Bam have?
Are you talking to
Maybe
me?
Gary's.
Does Bam have our email?
Do you have their email address?
No, but I could get it from...
Gary.
Okay, here, how about this? I'll hand you over the phone.
No.
Oh, no.
We're not done yet. Who else is going to
okay.
sketch? Well, I've got that artist known as Fred Norris. Have you ever heard of him? Fred Norris will be drawing you. He's a pretty famous artist.
Not familiar with my work?
Fred Norris?
Yeah, he'll be doing you. I'll be doing
I'm
you.
going to have to look that up.
Yeah. Wow. You sound like a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, a blast, I think.
We got this artist here, J.D. Van Gogh, they call him. He'll be drawing you, too.
J.D. Van Gogh.
All right.
Yeah, we'll all have berets on. It's going to be cool. We'll paint. It's going to be awesome.
Well, I'm excited.
Yeah. You in love with Bam?
Yes, I am.
Do you want to marry him?
I would love to be with him forever, yes.
Wow.
We're
A
just
lot
on
of
the
people
same
have tried.
wavelength.
Were you freaking out when that chick was in there?
Oh, God, I've never experienced anything like that ever in my life.
Can I tell you
Yeah,
something?
that was rather strange, but
You better sit him down and say, listen, dude, you've got to press charges because this
Yeah,
girl
because I
could
got to be able to sleep.
Because this girl could come and kill you if she gets violent because she's jealous of you.
well, see, the thing is that she was not acting violent, which
Right.
is a good thing.
That's good.
She also, like, Bam doesn't want to press charges, but we did call the cops, and once we put this in the cops' hands, they take it from there, and since she did break the law and all that stuff, like, they're going to follow through with all the...
No, they have to.
She did do, yeah.
Do you listen
So, I
to
mean,
the
we're not
cops?
going to, press any charges because she wasn't...
No. Oh. All right, well, you better talk that over.
And Bam was talking about getting a gun, but I can't allow that because I am a felon.
Oh, you're a felon?
What'd you do?
Oh.
What did you do that you're a felon?
I caught my boyfriend at the time cheating, and I pistol whipped him.
Whoa.
That's a felony?
That's a felony.
She
How
pissed-
bad was it?
You pistol whipped a dude? Wow.
Yeah. Well, he tackled me down on the ground while she walked out, and...
Oh, you caught him in the act.
Oh, wow. Hey, you didn't shoot him. You just pistol whipped him. What is pistol whipping exactly? Where you take the butt of the gun and you just kind of smack him in their face?
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
Several times.
Wow. I bet your Bam won't cheat on you.
Well, I think he had his time for play.
And what did he do? Did he press charges against you?
It's kind of a long story. Maybe when I go in there and I'll model for you, I'll explain it to you.
Yeah, when you're
Like,
naked, you can explain that to me. Why did
no,
you?
I mean, my dumbass decided to date somebody who was running a brothel, and there's a lot more of the story, but
oh dear,
I kind of don't want to go into it.
Were you hooking?
No.
You weren't hooking.
I was the photographer.
You were the photographer at a brothel?
They take pictures.
I don't want any pictures of that.
I was the
Sir, would
one
you like to have your picture taken with your hooker? How do you become a photographer?
There's no way in hell that I can do something like that. No way.
How do you become a photographer at a brothel?
Yeah.
Well, I met this guy who I didn't know that he was running it
Right.
for a while. But then he found out that I was a photographer, and he said that he needed somebody to take some photos of these girls. I said, sure, why not? And so I did, and yeah.
So how long did you go away to jail for pistol whipping your boyfriend?
2.5 months in county.
Did you do any chicks in there, or
Oh, no.
That's not your thing?
Oh, God, no.
Yeah. Were your parents upset that you pistol whipped the
I
guy?
was on 3 years felony probation.
Wow.
Oh, so you're free and clear of that now?
Yes.
Yeah, but Bam can get a gun.
Finally.
Why can't Bam get a gun?
But
Just
she
'cause-
can't have a
I
gun.
live here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You mean Bam can't have a gun because you live there?
Exactly, yeah.
Holy mackerel. What's happening to our rights, Robin?
They're being trampled on.
Wow. So, jeez, you're wild. You are just, you are the, you're the whole package.
Yeah, I wonder how this guy could go back to the brothel after, a chick beat him up.
Yeah, right. I mean, and was he humiliated that you had beaten him up?
Well, I would imagine so.
Yeah.
He looked pretty horrible with a huge lump on the side of his head.
Jeez, I can't wait to draw you.
Wow.
Wait, what was that?
Can't wait to draw this chick, Robin.
I know. She's exciting.
Yeah, I'm really going to do a good job. I'm a pretty good...
I'm excited, too.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy my sketch work.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't mind looking like a stick figure.
Do you actually draw?
Yeah, I sketch.
You do?
Yeah. I mean, it's no big deal for me to sketch a nude woman. I mean, I've done it many times.
He's also a photographer. You can
I am a
swap notes.
photographer.
You are a photographer?
Yeah.
Really?
Shot a few covers.
Oh. Well, I would love to actually see some of your stuff, too.
And maybe I'll take a few pictures while you're naked.
Oh, and you have to also see what Bam has been working on. He's been painting like a maniac.
Oh, I bet with you in the house. I paint, too.
I mean, I've modeled for him a couple times, yeah.
Yeah. Tell him to bring those paintings.
Bam's an artist?
Sure.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I guess when you have a girl who's willing to be naked all the time and pose for you, you become an artist. Why not?
Well, you got to see the kind of stuff that he does. It's
I want to see that.
Yeah.
With the naked photo that he's going to send over of me, he'll take some photos and of his art and all that. And
How quick can I get that naked photo? Can we can I put you guys on hold and then you can get on with Gary?
We texted Bam the email address.
Oh, you did?
So just tell Bam to check his text.
They just texted you the email address.
Okay.
As many as he can send.
As many as you can send.
Please.
Oh, God.
What if you could actually see pussy lips?
Yeah. What'd you say? Yeah, we want to see her lips. Is that what he said?
Here, I'll let you talk to me.
Yeah, let me talk to him. I'll get to
All from Jupiter said what?
It was nice talking to you guys.
Hey, nice talking to you. You seem very cool.
Do you want the Hustler version photos?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you got those.
Version.
We'll take both actually, both versions, Playboy and Hustler.
All right, fair enough.
Hey, I've booked an appointment to draw her.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll come up and paint her too.
Howard is hiring. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got some people here who are artists. We all want to paint her.
Right on. Bring it on.
All right, Bam. All right. Well, hey, listen. Go to BamMargera.com, MARGERA, and check out what he's up to. And obviously, a lot of cool stuff.
Oh, and you also have to follow Eric_the cat at Twitter because he's my new cat, and he's getting loads of followers. I take photos of him driving the Lamborghini and stuff like that.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe they should lock the two of you up and let that girl out.
Other people's sentences aren't making sense.
That's right. I like that Bam met a girl that doesn't make any sense. He's going to lock her up. All right, Bam, you continue to be great. And we look forward to those pictures, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Yeah, right on.
All right, later.
Definitely later.
Bye.
Bam Margera. He's got the tree house thing going.
Yeah, I mean, who knew he had a tree fort for real that she could live in?
He's so much fun, that guy. I love his new girlfriend.
What's not to love?
Gary, do we have those pictures yet?
Not yet.
Oh, come on.
Now look at you all anxious. Calm down.
I feel like I'm...
They're only going to get here as fast as he sends them.
I feel like I'm by the microwave waiting for the coffee to heat up, and 30 seconds is too long. What are you doing? You checking?
Yeah, no, I keep checking.
You keep refreshing your email? Hurry up.
I keep hitting replication.
I just hired her. I doubled her salary, so we're going to be painting. Get the easels out, the beret. We haven't done that.
Bam's even painting. She inspires people.
Yeah. I haven't painted in a while.
Right. Do you still have the equipment? Where is it?
Yeah, we still have. We can get it out of the mothballs. My paintings are pretty crude.
It's at the museum.
Fred's actually pretty good. He'll probably do a nice painting of her.
Is your sketching better than your painting?
Yeah.
Maybe you ought to sketch while Fred paints.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that.
But the painting takes a while.
Yeah, I'll sketch and Fred will paint.
Took me 6 weeks to do a Baba Booey.
Yeah. Oh, it's a fabulous Baba Booey. Any luck there, Gare?
Oh, I mean, it's not like he just hung up the phone. You know, take a minute to get
Yeah,
into
God knows what Bam is doing.
Yeah, but he should have been preparing while we were talking.
He's not on the tight schedule we're on.
Look, he's a guy who doesn't want to turn in the girl in the tree fort.
He really is a jackass.
I love that she pistol whipped the dude, and he's afraid of the chick who broke into the house.
Oh, that is such a funny story. She's the greatest girl. Of course she's dating Bam. She dated a guy who ran a brothel.
Oh, and she had the greatest line, by the way. You know, you go, oh, is it Bam a little while? She goes, yeah, he had his fun. Like, it's all done now.
Yeah, it's all over.
But Bam
She
better...
pistol whips him.
Yeah, Bam better pay heed to that story.
Yeah. Still no pictures, huh? Look, there's about 50 guys around Gary's
Everybody's
computer.
waiting. That's a line. It looks like the Apple store.
Yeah. All right, I guess I got to take a break. I was hoping for
And wait.
Yeah, I was hoping
Get
for the
some
pictures.
patience.
Shit.
Nothing yet.
Nothing. Oh. Don't tickle my ass with a feather.
How do you know how Bam is with technology? He might have to wait for somebody to
No,
do
he's
all
like a
this.
young guy. He's these kids today can text and do everything. I got to get John Lieberman in here.
What's
He
going
uncovered his story. Real quick, John, get in here because I got to do Robin's News and we got a big meeting today. So you got to hear this. So John uncovered a big story concerning Sal.
Uh-huh.
So here's how the mystery started, Howard.
Right.
Ronnie brought to my attention this morning that Sal has worn hats to work the past 2 days.
And everyone asks me if I notice, and I go, I never look at Sal.
So, of course, we solve mysteries, we uncover things. So I confronted Sal about this. What we've learned is the reason that Sal is wearing caps to work is because his hair cannot be exposed to light anymore.
What?
And that is because he is doing a hair treatment called iGrow,
What an
where
idiot.
51 light sources, including 21 laser diodes and 30 LED lights, are strapped into a helmet on his head, shooting these rays into his hair follicles in hopes of growing them. Now, we've done a lot of research.
He has a full head of hair.
It must be thinning to him because he was taking that.
He's an
Propecia,
asshole. Like,
wasn't he?
doesn't he realize there's probably no scientific data that supports that shooting light into your head is going to make your hair grow? I mean, what is that?
Well, funny you should ask. It's a low-level laser therapy, and it's hands-free. So you strap on this helmet. It looks like a bike helmet.
Don't you think if somebody came up with a way for hair to grow, the guy would be a multi-billionaire? And I'm not saying that this causes cancer, but, you know, aren't you a little afraid of shooting light into your head?
All I know is that the contraption, and Gary's bringing it in now.
It's a bicycle helmet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what a douche fucking bag he is. He's a
It
moron.
probably does nothing, Howard.
He's the guy who like you know, like snake oil salesman used
Right.
to.
He's Ralph Cramden.
But he's not trying to make money off of this.
No.
He's just spending money on everything.
But this is great.
You put this helmet on, and what happens?
Well, you put the helmet on, and these 51 light sources beam into your hair follicles. In addition, you have to put on different lotions. It's a whole regimen. But get this.
What's he paying for that?
Well, we've done some digging, and it turns out this company sent this to Tim Sabian a while ago, but Sal, now wanting to grow his hair, has now taken advantage of it. But here's the thing.
Sal has hair.
Well, look, Sal wants to be in movies. He wants to improve his teeth, improve his hair.
Talent.
And here's what we've learned about how you actually have to store this helmet. It is stored in it looks like a hard chrome suitcase underneath Sal's desk. And when you open it up, you have the helmet and all the accompanying lotions and powders, and it's a whole contraption.
What does it cost?
It costs retail $699.
And how do you have to wear this every day, or
He looks
how
like
many hours?
Looks like he joined the gay roller derby with this hat. Look at this thing.
This company released this product in February of 2011, so it's a fairly new product.
Yeah, I bet.
But
you know, listen, I don't know the company, and I'm not saying anybody's doing anything wrong. I'm not saying it's illegitimate. I'm not saying anything. But, you know, it just seems to me if somebody really figured out a way to grow hair, it would be revolutionary. And I don't know what this is, but this guy's fucking retarded. He'll do anything to himself.
the thing is that your hair, it warns you during this treatment program that if your hair is exposed to light, strange things can happen.
Let's expose him to light.
And
Nothing.
this is why Sal is wearing the ball cap to work every day. You have to do it for a week. No light for a week on your hair.
I mean, Sal, come here. I bet you if I told Sal, like, if you eat my shit, it'll grow hair.
It'll grow hair, he would do it.
He would do it. He'd do it anyway. You're such a fucking asshole. I can't even believe it. You're like a moron.
Why? Because I want my hair to look good.
First of all, you have hair.
Yeah.
What are you worried about? Oh, light got on it. You're stupid. Don't you think if somebody figured out a way to grow hair, that it would be the front page of every newspaper for a year?
Well, I might be the first poster child. You never know. I mean,
use your head. You don't know what this is.
I don't, but it's worth a
Did you
shot.
do any research? Do you know?
No, Tim gave it to me. I said, "What the hell? I'll give it a shot."
You don't care. Whatever someone gives you, you'll rub into your head.
Pretty much.
All right, good. Okay.
Not anything, but I did research it. Like John is research. Well, I knew to put the baseball hat on and not to expose it to light. I'm doing the proper.
What scientific evidence is it that they grow hair?
Beats the shit out of me.
Yeah, okay.
It looks like a cool contraption, so I'm giving it a shot.
Put it on your head. Let me see what it looks like.
Have you felt any overheating, Sal? Because it appears that it could overheat your head. Do you feel your head getting
I have no
warm?
nerves in my brain, so I don't feel shit.
I hope you go bald from it. That would be
That's
really
very
cool.
nice of you.
Look, you've got such a lovely full head of hair. Why are you worrying?
And these things massage in, and they work the follicles.
That's for people. Are you losing your hair?
A little bit here and there. I'm very self-conscious about it.
Just leave your hair alone.
Okay.
You're such a douchebag. Stop.
How funny that
Okay.
thing.
You know what? I'll stop.
When are you going to do your next treatment?
You gotta plug. You
Tonight.
Plug that thing in?
Yeah, you got to plug that in. Robin, we got to watch him do his treatment.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Sal, why were you angry when we asked you about it?
I wasn't angry. Like Ronnie was just speculating something was up because I was wearing it. So I said, again, I'm not plugging the product. I just want to do this on my own. I didn't want you to break my balls and call me the douchebag and asshole.
You look like
did.
Lance Armstrong when he's riding back there. Or you know, like when Will.i.am wears that like that thing on his head.
Oh yeah, and the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, Black Eyed Peas. You look like the Black Eyed Peas.
I'm a black-eyed idiot.
Right.
How long does the treatment take at night? Like an hour or two?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, it's a long treatment.
Well, it's worth it. Look at him.
I fall asleep with it. And you know what? I can't hear my wife with this thing on, so it's pretty good. It's fantastic.
Right. Oh, my God.
I'm giving it a shot. I don't know.
Right.
Who the hell knows?
My God.
I don't know anything anymore.
Yeah, but you know what? If you rub my shit all over you, you'll grow hair. All right. Well, you're a genius.
Well, Indians build houses from shit. Maybe it'll grow hair. It is useful.
What, Robin?
When did he start this, and when will he see results?
Never.
What's that, Robin?
I said, when did you start, and when do you expect to see results?
Beats the shit out of me.
Hey, seriously, for $500, I'll sell you my time-traveling sombrero that I bought in Mexico. What do you
It couldn't look any stupider than that.
Sounds good.
So you didn't pay for the treatment? You just like...
Well, Tim threw it to me a year ago.
Right.
It's been sitting under my desk, and one day I was like, I think my hair is starting to get a little thin. And I looked at this contraption. I said, what the hell? I'll slap it on my head.
Look, turn to your left. Your left.
Oh my God.
Your other left.
Get lost. You cadaver.
Ronnie had a big... First of all, I say turn to your left, he turns to his right. You finally turn to your left, and you see Ronnie's been holding an asshole sign over you for the entire...
Well, on TV, that's my left, so...
Yeah.
It takes 6 months to see any results, according to the company's website.
Good. That way they're out of town by the time you come to your set.
So we'll do it before and after. We'll see what the hell happens.
All right. Good for you, Sal.
Thank
Congratulations on your hair growth.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Right. Use your head, man. Really, seriously. Really.
I am with this helmet.
But just use your fucking head.
All right, so maybe I'll bail on it.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the help.
When I see more evidence that this really grows hair, I'll...
Okay. We should put it on like Scott the engineer, maybe.
Yeah, see if he grows hair. I guarantee he won't.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Thank you for uncovering that big story.
Another mystery solved.
Right. You might have saved it. You might have just saved him a lot of aggravation.
I saved your life.
Yeah, you never know. I don't know anything about it. I'm just saying. And again, I don't know this company. I mean, maybe they've unlocked the secret to growing hair. I mean,
well, they came out in February of 2011.
Right.
I think we would have heard about it if it.
You'd think so. Well, maybe people just don't know.
You spend so much time prank calling Tradio and all these other ridiculous product peddling services. Why would
Here's
you
the next
ever...
item that's going up for sale.
Why would you ever believe that a product like that works? It reeks of a infomercial scam.
Because it was under my desk, it was for free. Tim was nice enough to lend it to me, and I gave it a shot.
What was the tipping point with your hair? I mean, Howard himself said you have a full head of hair. I mean, what's been going on lately that you're noticing? Are you thinning
Nothing
it?
really. I just like to have it a little. I stopped the alopecia because it was from India, and Howard called it a piece of shitter. And then I'm using a little Rogaine, but then the Rogaine really wasn't working for me. So I said, let me give this thing. I just gave it a shot. It's called iGrow. I'm looking to grow some hair. What the hell's the big deal?
I overheard Will Murray say that you must have a death wish because, and I thought he made a great point. I mean, you're smoking electronic cigarettes.
Yeah.
You're putting non-regulated drugs into your system like alopecia and various other drugs you've been ordering. Now you're shooting like death rays into your hair.
Listen to me. Look at Keith Richards. He smokes weed, he does heroin, he drinks all day. Look at all these guys. Guys still going. Every day we have interviews with celebrities and stuff. They're doing tons of drugs. They're hurting their bodies. At least the drugs that I do are trying to improve my body. There's nothing wrong with trying to better yourself. I am using this helmet on my head to try to better myself. Like John said, I'm in the movie industry now. I do movies now. I got big things in the works. I just finished Jersey Shore Massacre. It's huge. Stars Richard Christie. Stars Bigfoot. You can plug this into your car as well.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Dude, what are you thinking? Where does this self-consciousness come from?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think I have to go see a therapist to find out. No,
has your wife been saying anything to you about your hair thinning out? Has she made you feel
I could come home with a ski mask and she wouldn't look at me twice. She doesn't reckon. When I had my beard, I had it on for 3 weeks. I said to her at the dinner table, I go, so what do you think? She goes, what? I go, my beard. She goes, oh, I didn't notice. So you think she doesn't notice many things.
So you're not attempting to impress her or do anything?
No, it's for myself. Would you be upset if you were losing your hair?
Yes, I would, but I'd be very, very skeptical about a product such as this.
Yeah, well,
Show me how this is kept under your desk. They kept alluding to the fact that there's a whole kit, a whole case.
Oh, that's the whole thing over here. You got the remote control. You have.
Could you just turn it down for one more? Thanks, please.
You got this here. You have your remote control. You have the helmet. It goes into this special box. Then you have your iGrow lotions. You have your daily shampoo. You have your conditioners. So
let me see that case again, if you don't mind.
You get the case here. Where's the top? You got this here, and then nice sturdy protective case. Even Benji says that it's not a bad idea. Benji probably agrees with me. Why not give it a shot?
Well, I would read it up about it, but if you do get rid of it, let me know.
All right.
Because I'll read into it and stuff.
Okay.
What's the name of the
iGrow?
I'll look at. Is it? Do you know what's in the shampoo and stuff? Does it say?
Beats the shit out of me.
They don't have ingredients.
I don't even bother reading it. You know me.
I'll look it up, man.
I read a few testimonials.
Because that thing with the brush supposedly did have some research.
Yeah, I've seen that too. I was going to buy the brush. The brush was like $200.
I've heard of that for years. That if you use an electric brush,
it sounds like it's the same kind of.
Listen,
probably is.
Smoking electric cigarettes.
But it only makes the hair you have.
I'm using electric contraptions on my head. People have pacemakers. Some people, it's an electric contraption for your heart.
No, I mean there is something.
Yeah. You heard of RoboCop? I'm RoboCell. Gonna have Robo hair. I got Robo cigarettes. What the hell? So they'll have a RoboCop.
So this is like the double play carcinogen thing going on here.
Sure, absolutely.
Double your cancer chances. Can you smoke that with the helmet on, please?
That's what I do at night. I put on the helmet. I get the rays going in there. So I sit back. This. That's it. Electro Man, right here. Great lungs, great head of hair. Who's better than me? Keep laughing, everybody. All you bald idiots out there. Keep smoking your cigarettes with your yellow fingers and your stinky breath and your bald-headed, disgusting looks. Look at me. Electric cigarette. New head of hair. I'm going to get the last laugh, pal.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey everybody, it's Sal Governale, and on Monday's wrap-up show, we discussed my beautiful teeth. That's right, balls. And we also discussed what annoys me most about Howard Game and how I had people come in and record it. Things got a little crazy, so check it out.
Sal, your teeth. Do you really think that they're not too white or too
I think
noticeable?
they're absolutely perfect. It's a gross exaggeration. Enough is enough. Howard just likes to nitpick. That's what he does. He puts you under a microscope, and he was having a field day over
He actually
my
doesn't
teeth.
need a microscope to see those.
Gary, feel free. You know what I mean?
It's so...
You can't compare. You can't compare my teeth to Gary's teeth. I have nice, thin, shiny white teeth. Gary's teeth look like a bunch of busted toilet bowls. It's not fair. I mean, Gary, you even admitted back in your dentist did a terrible job. My dentist did a great job.
There's two things going on here. First of all, you can do your jokes all you want.
I'm not doing them. It's a bad comparison.
It's awesome to see you taking all the shit that you used to give me.
That I cannot deny. Now I'm in the hot seat with the teeth. But
and Jason pointed out,
it's a poor analogy. It's a poor comparison.
Says you.
Yes.
Gary, you're not saying it for comedic effect. You really believe that his teeth... What do you mean? I'm not asking you. You really think
I feel like Gary today.
But they are super white. They are super white.
They're white, but they're...
I think I told the story before. When I got my laminates put on, the dentist comes... Like, it's almost like paint samples.
Yes.
You know,
You got to match the color.
You got to match the color. And like a girl who goes to the doctor's office to get fake tits, I immediately pointed to the triple Ds. I pointed to the whitest white ones. He goes, that's going to look fucking ridiculous. You're like 3 shades down from the top white.
Yeah, and I think that's good, 3 shades down from the top white. But I'll tell
out of
you,
like 100.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I have just nice white teeth, and I think it's exaggerated. And you know what? I'd rather be made fun of having nice white teeth than teeth that look like shit. You know, there's so many people out there, they're toothless, their teeth are yellow, they look like somebody pissed on them.
Sal, your teeth weren't that bad in the first place, though.
But they were. They weren't that good. Because I had bonding done, and the bonding wasn't exactly right. My teeth they were kind of oval, and they kind of looked horsey-ish. You know, like those thick, round, oval horse-type teeth. Now my teeth are flat, and they're white, and they're shiny, and they look good. They look clean.
We should talk about you and this on sort of a deeper level. As a man goes, you have more vanity than most. You spend a lot of time on teeth,
hair,
and skin, and hair products, and did it ever dawn on you that, or did you ever think about the fact that maybe they didn't look so bad, but you're just so hyper-focused on your looks?
I wouldn't say they look terrible, but I think I felt better about fixing them. A few people have made fun of my teeth in the past, and that bothered me a little bit. If I showed you a picture of me when I was 14, forget it. I look like a fucking jack-o'-lantern. It was, I had horrible teeth, and I think that's maybe why I projected on you a little bit, and it was a little easier. I was taking all the jabs that came my way, and I was passing the buck. And it was a lot of fun, but maybe that insecurity still lingers with me from back in the day.
My teeth bonding, I have the caps on the front, right? Which was a big deal because I really ruined my old teeth. But if you would have seen them, they were stained. Like I had a medical reason. And by the way, they were stained from tetracycline poisoning, not because I drank grape juice. Some asshole's going to fucking make that joke.
From eating ass, maybe?
Exactly. But they were stained. So, I mean, I was never comfortable with them. Right. And I do wish my teeth were whiter, but I'm not going to look like you.
Right. But your teeth, though, have evolved. I mean, since back in the early 90s, they were a lot worse. I think slowly and quietly somebody was coming in, sanding them down or something, because they look a lot better these days.
I've grown into my teeth?
Yeah, I guess so, if that's what it is. But has something changed? I mean, have you slowly been, just taking care of your teeth in a different way?
No.
Well,
I mean, I haven't changed the color or anything.
What kind of satisfaction do you get having Sal now going through this with the wife issues, teeth, everything that he broke your balls over, Gary?
It's fun. It's fun. I might have to see if I can get a new website, horsetoothjackass.sal.com.
Now,
the real horsetooth.
Today, Howard played the "What Annoys You the Most About Howard" game.
Yeah,
Gary, you were the first one in there.
That could have gone a whole different way. You know, it's so funny. Everything I said to Will, everything on here like pivots on a like a millimeter. Robin could have said nothing, and Howard could have said, well, I ignore you because you're boring and you fucking drone on, and it could have been that rap. But Robin sort of defended what I said. She's like, yeah, that's a habit you have. You just fucking zone out on people.
Fred also defended you as well
Yeah,
during
but
that conversation.
Yeah, I was surprised. And Howard was saying, I switched topics really quickly. And I said, you don't switch topics. You just ignore you.
Do you think Howard enjoys playing this game, or like how personally does he take it? I know it's a good bit for the air, but
I think that started to bother him some. I got the impression that it bothered him a little bit. Like, hey, I came up with this game, but like, okay, that's one of my faults. Thanks for pointing it out. You know, sort of like how I feel when I go in there.
And Sal, when you were recording everybody, did you feel uncomfortable? Because you know once Howard gets wind of some of this stuff, he's not going to be very happy.
It was really tough. As a matter of fact, I met with Gary, I would say at least 3 times just to get this thing going because a lot of people were apprehensive. I spoke to Gary, and Gary said, well, don't push people, but try to get as much as you can. And when people walked in there, they were really reluctant, and they had a few different ideas. And I said, look, it's just what comes to mind, what you're comfortable with, and just let the tape roll. And we got a lot of good stuff. I got a lot of good stuff out of them.
We tell a story all the time about how years ago we did this bit where we were all going to take pictures of our balls, Polaroids of our balls,
yeah,
and then we were going to show them and see who knew it. And Billy West was the only one who did it. And then we decided it was a bad idea. So I had a Polaroid of Billy West balls on my desk for like a year. We decided to do this bit. So I said to Sal, we're going to do this bit. And I went in and I did mine.
Yep.
And then for like 4 days, that was it. Mine was the only one lingering out there. And I was like the asshole who said what I didn't like about Howard.
Yeah, and the main excuse was, can I get back to you on? I'm like, listen, if something annoys you about somebody, it's always in your goddamn head. You don't need to get back to me. You don't really need to think about it. But I did give people a little room to breathe because it's a sensitive thing. It's not easy.
Well, you ended up getting 15 of them. I know, but
who didn't you get?
The person who was really reluctant in the end, and I really wanted him to do it, was Benji. And
did he do it?
No, he didn't. He said, look, if it's a real issue, I'll talk about it with Gary. If push comes to shove, I'll definitely do it. But he really did not want to do it. And again, it's not my job to push him.
Did anyone else not do it besides
Did
Benji?
Fred do it?
Fred did do it.
Good.
Yeah, Fred did it. Everybody pretty much stepped up to the plate, and there was a few surprises in there, too.
Well, I have an issue with you, Sal, because when Lieberman was in there, he did his thing, and the conversation started. And you said when we did this with you, you were just going to record it, and that was going to be it. But when Lieberman was in there, you ran in and you started talking about Lisa G, and you gave away stuff that Lieberman didn't say.
Lieberman mixed 2 stories together. When he spoke about Lisa G's always in the back of his head. Whenever you're talking to Lieberman, it's like talking to Jason. Cheeseburgers are going to come up. You're talking to Lieberman. Lisa G's annoyances are going to come up. And when she's in the studio, Lieberman will be in my studio sometimes, just going huffing. Oh, jeez, get her the fuck out of there. I mean, God, what is she talking? Goddamn cookies, books. I like to show, So that's always there. When I came in the studio today and said, John said Lisa should take that book and shove it up her cunt. That was one of the many days that he huffed and puffed about Lisa. So
was it directly connected to his recording?
No, not at all. John is on Lisa annoyance mode 24 hours a fucking day.
It's like they're married.
Yeah. So when John said, I think Howard gives credit to other people, to certain people that don't deserve it, he certainly meant Lisa, but that's always in his mind. I certainly did not influence that. That is John.
Steve, what do you want to say?
Yeah, I wanted to say that we were told a few things. 1, we were told we had to do this. 2, we were told that if he doesn't guess it, we're not going to tell him who it was. And that went out the window today.
Oh, I didn't know
that anything, we're going to record in here, and you're worried about Sal throwing you under the bus, which he did with Lieberman today. So we were all reluctant to do this, and we were all right to be reluctant to do this, obviously, now.
Well, I wouldn't say that you had to do it, but when 4 days passed, it was like, guys, look, we really would appreciate if this would go down. I mean, nobody put a gun to anybody's head. But
what happened was I told Howard that I started to work. Howard's following this stuff on Mulder. He sees the ideas graduated. Where is this bit? Right. I said, Howard, some of the people are reluctant to do it. He goes, just tell everyone to do it. So in a way, you sort of had to do it.
It came from the king, my friend.
Is Lieberman right about Lisa? Like, is she constantly talking about her book nonstop to everyone?
It's on her mind a lot.
What are you laughing at me for?
Yeah, she is. Yeah, but it's a book. I mean, she's got. But she's got to promote it.
But there's a point when you're, she got accused of taking advantage with Howard asking him to do, to shoot the cover. And I wonder if she does have to promote it. I understand that. But she said that she did it because, this is this outside project. She wanted to do it. But I remember it was because I think it came from the success of the block party. And she felt like she really wanted to turn into do something successful like those guys have done.
She's capitalizing on it. You can't blame her. I mean, we're all here to promote whatever we can, and I guess Lisa's certainly not guilty of that. That's one of the nice things about working here. You know, John, when you did the fast food show, Gary's got the Nerder show. Lisa G feels like, hey, it's my time to shine in my department with the book.
John Lieberman, did Sal betray you?
A little bit. I'd say a little bit.
How so? Because he doesn't think he did.
Well, I mean, I made the comment kind of, offhanded comment, and the next thing I know, he's running in there, literally tackling people to get.
But
the
I asked
comment
your
on the
permission
air.
In the hallway,
and I was like,
yeah, you can't do that. You can't go with me. You have to say yes or no.
Well, yeah, you took my. Waffling as you're right in there. Next thing you know,
you were on the
said it.
tightrope and I pushed you.
I would say that if you're going to use the word cunt against anybody here, all bets are off.
You did great, John. We're proud of you.
Good advice.
Are you pissed at Sal?
No, I'm not pissed at Sal.
I love John.
Are you still pissed at Lisa?
No, Lisa's annoying. I mean, that's the thing. You sit next to her for those hours, and it's not the book. It's just the book is the only thing she talks about. I'm sure I'm annoying too, but we talk about other stuff
like news.
Well, I mean,
we
talk about families and our houses and, normal things. Everything with her is cookies in the book. Everything.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, we continue to talk about the new game, what annoys us most about Howard. Steve Brandano came in to defend himself about how much he loves music, and Howard just put on great guests. And then Scott the engineer came in, and we all called him out for copping out, talking about Howard's hair. But then he told us what really does annoy him about Howard. Here's what happened.
Let's talk about this game. Steve, you should jump on the mic, too, because you were a big part of it also. So the game was, let us know what annoys you the most about Howard. And the way it was pitched to me was, everybody's coming in, they're doing this harmonizer, you should say something, and then, no repercussions, whatever. So I went in, you went in, Steve went in.
The rest of that was Howard is going to guess. If he gets it right, you have to come in and face the music.
Right.
So you're taking a gamble, but I figured, through the harmonizer, he's not going to know who it is.
Well, if you listen to everyone's speech pattern, you could pretty much know who it is. But that aside, so 15 of us did it. But before talking about the ones who did it, I think we should talk about the ones who didn't do it, because a lot of time people...
I'm not aware. Who are they?
A lot of times people get flack for not being a team player and, oh, come on, you got to do this. I did it. Steve did it. You did it. Yesterday, Sal said Benji did not do it and was actually scared to do it.
Really?
Yep. I believe Will Murray didn't do it.
Oh, you're kidding me. What a puss.
And is happy that he didn't do it to not deal, correct me if I'm wrong here, Steve, to not deal with the flack that some of us are getting.
I think he's still coming down from the Howard doesn't,
Yeah, that's what he said.
thing.
He said, I did it a couple weeks ago.
And now he's trying to get back in Howard's good grace.
And I also believe Shuley, who came up with this game, did not participate as well.
You're kidding me.
No.
That's the worst one because, it was his idea to throw everybody else in the fire, and then he doesn't do it. And he claims, we talked to him, he claims like, hey, man, I showed up to do it, and they were like, no, we have enough. But that doesn't sound like it's the Sal I know,
So when you're sitting there waiting for your moment, because you know it's coming, what's it like? Are you dreading it? Are you looking forward to it?
No, I wasn't. I didn't think he was going to react at all to mine. I thought he was going to be like, well, what does he know, and move on.
No, he lit into you a little bit there.
Yeah. I wondered whether this is still.
Well, other people have said what you've said before about Sarno. I know that
I think most people around here think that.
Well, hold on. I know that he really did change Howard's life and had a huge effect on the.
I do not doubt that.
So, since it's worked for Howard, don't you give it more credence than he's just some quack somewhere?
Listen, I have had neck pain where I know it's stress related, so I'm not denying that can happen. But Howard thinks that is the only way it can happen. I mean, there's medical evidence when you take, what is it, an MRI or something of someone's back, and you see that the discs are gone through wear and they're all out of place. That's not made up.
You don't believe in the healing of the mind, that kind of thing?
I don't think your mind goes, I'm stressed, so let's make those discs go out of place.
Then how did it work for Howard?
I think in his case, he probably had some nerve issues because of stress or whatever he said. I mean, it cured him. That's fine. And it will for some people. If I had back pain, I would certainly read the book. Because it's
nothing worse knowing that yours is coming, and then you hear Scott be like, "Oh, his luxury."
Stated on the show before about Howard, so it's not.
It's a ton of shit. I almost gave him a mulligan on that. Like if it was somebody else, like for Scott DePace to avoid it, I would have said Scott, but Scott Salem just takes so much shit on a daily basis.
Well, do you think that's the thing that annoys him the most about Howard? Howard's hair?
No. I thought it was a great thing for him to say to get done with the bit and not have to get his ass kicked.
Now, Gary, you weren't in here. We were talking about before. How did people escape doing the bit? Because a lot of us did it, but we know Benji, Will, Shuley all were not part of the bit from what we understand.
Well, Benji and Will are the ones that absolutely should have been part of the bit. And my understanding, I only found this out just now. I didn't know Will was a part of the bit. I heard that it was coming off his drunken tapes that he was just so beaten he didn't want to deal with it anymore. But Benji is such an odd character. He's so paralyzed by... You know that it took me like 6 months to get his address and phone number, right, for the database?
I'm surprised you even got it.
It's just, like everything with Benji is just sort of like... There's no... Like you would think like, Benji, when's your birthday would be a simple question. Benji, what's your phone number would be a simple question. And it just isn't.
All right, let me move over to the musical connoisseurs who went in there today, myself and Steve Brandano. I stated my case. Gary, you hit it on the head. It was all about Rush. That's really what I was talking about. But Howard handled it in a way sort of like, you're new to radio, let me explain to you how radio works.
Did you find that condescending?
No, I get it. And I understand the point he was trying to make, but my point was I wouldn't suggest a guest if I didn't think they would be good for the show after listening to the show for a very long time.
Well, that's what I think Steve Brandano was getting very angry, passionate and angry. And I think what I was getting out of him, and if I'm putting words in your mouth, tell me, is, yes, Howard, there's things that you aren't into, but you have this group of people you trust to bring stuff to you that you may not know about, and then when we do, you give us crap for it.
Yeah, that's well put. Yeah, because like I said, I mean, there's a bunch of bands that I love and think would be great on this show, but just I don't pitch those bands because I know the way Howard feels. I'm not bringing, X, Y, and Z band here, but that one in particular, and some of the other people where I do go to you, there's a reason behind it. It's not just I like these guys.
Yeah, what I try to do and what I try to bring to it, and this is really hard, I've done it for a long time, is if I can't get Howard passionate about it, it's not worth pushing. Because at the end of the day, you can bring in somebody really good, unless I know somebody's going to be so good that they're going to blow his mind, and he has to want it. He has to be interested in it. That has a lot to do with it. And the Bryan Cranston example was good. We'd passed on Bryan Cranston for a bunch of years. Howard got up one day, started watching Breaking Bad. Oh, I should have Bryan Cranston in.
Yeah, and I think that's where some of Steve's frustration was coming from with like Jonah Hill or whoever it might be.
Seth Rogen.
When you pitched the guests a couple years ago and Howard just isn't into their careers, it's hard to, or at least you think that it's going to be a great guest, and Howard can't see that because he doesn't know the guest.
But I'll defend Howard on this one. Like Jonah Hill's a perfect example, and Seth Rogen to a little bit too. When they were pitched to be on the show, they probably weren't quite ready for the show yet. They got to a place where they were ready, and so your work wasn't wasted because you put it on Howard's radar earlier on.
I agree, but the reason that I'm making that comparison is because with the band we're talking about, the things that are similar about all those things are we knew ahead of time that those guys were fans of this show. We knew Seth Rogen was. He came up. He wanted to come up. And then Jonah Hill, we met, and he was freaking out about everybody. And that was 2 years before, 3 years before he was on the show.
I think Jonah Hill was here
before Superbad.
I think he was here with Judd Apatow. And I think he just sat in the green room.
No, that was Seth. That was
Seth.
Yeah, and then that's what I was talking about. I'm like, this guy's great, and he's a fan of the show, and whatever. Okay. But that's the thing about the Black Keys. They know the show. They are fans of the show. And you name the guy that we took a chance. There's a bunch of people. Neil Patrick Harris, not Ryan Phillippe, because we would have taken. But there's a bunch of people that we took a chance on because they were fans of the show. And I don't think there's one that ever disappointed in that respect. And that's what I'm saying about
Howard's taking chances on guests just because they're fans of the show.
I think that has sometimes been the pushes it over.
It can help if you're on the fence about it, and somebody knows a show and has a funny comment on it. Especially like when you do the notes and Will says like they were listening to the show. I think we've had notes where we found out like celebrities were in the audience of our LA funeral. It's just another interesting fact to be able to talk.
But I know
about.
There's been many times when a guest has been pitched, and Howard will, it can be a B list. And Howard will say, well, did anything else happen? And if you don't come up with they've been divorced 4 times or their mom died or he's going to pass.
You got to make them interesting for the audience.
Yeah.
I get that.
And there is...
So then what's interesting about the Black Keys? I don't know anything about them.
Well, I do think that there is... The Black Keys is a band that have sold a ton of records. I know they sold out Madison Square Garden, but they're not as they're mainstream, but not as mainstream as you might think.
We passed on Dave Matthews
that.
in the past.
Okay.
Isn't Dave Matthews way bigger than Black Guy?
No, not anymore. Frankly, they're not, and I'm a big fan of both bands. But
I want to say one of the things that I use when I turn down a guest, which Scott sort of got onto, and this is a great rap, but it's true. I'll say, you know what the deal? It's a nice way of saying your guest is boring. I'll say, you know what? Your client is just too nice. They're just too nice. They don't really have anything that they're going to talk about. They're nice. They've been married for a long time. They don't really have anything to talk about. People generally go, I get that.
But I would say, and I don't want to. I'm not trying to just harp on the Black Keys, but it's two guys, drum and guitar. You have them in. You let them play a song. You let them play a cover. And if that's all you get, then we'll end it. There's no way that's going to be.
Howlin' for You? What would be the song you'd pick if they were going to do one? If the Black Keys were going to do one song, you do know it.
You do. You know a bunch of their songs.
No. The thing is,
you're off mark.
I bet you some of the song you probably know, but it is one of those bands that they're sort of a faceless band.
Like Lonely Boy is the biggest song off the newest album. That's not personally what I would pick, but that would be a good fit for Howard.
Almost any movie trailer you see or a commercial has their stuff in it. You would know
well, they were doing a lot of stuff for commercials before they broke.
Are they the ones that sound like White Stripes?
Sure,
a little bit.
Yes, sure.
I sent Howard a link to them on CBS Sunday Morning. I thought that was one of the best. It sort of gave the history of the band. I thought that was one of the best pieces, and I don't know if he ever watched it. But
let's do a contest. Let's have all these people.
But that's insulting to the Black Keys, and it's insulting to Rush.
Let's see
who
has
to do that.
Absolutely, to be with the Black Keys, that is insulting.
How dare you treat Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Oh, wait a minute.
I'm just kidding. I like the Black Keys a lot. But hold on. Now joining us is Scott Salem, coming off his successful playlist.
Scott's going, I'm lost. I haven't listened to new music in 30 years.
More importantly, in this Howard annoyance game, everyone feels you copped out big time.
Absolutely.
So tell us now.
Well, I've given it enough.
Yeah, give us the real
27 years of yelling at Howard.
What really annoys you about it?
Turn the harmonizer on.
No, if you had to pick one thing, what would it be?
I'm not.
Does he pick on you too much?
That's a legitimate gripe.
No, I get it as much as everybody else.
Not let you bowl?
Bowl? No, listen.
Come on.
There's a lot of things that I get annoyed at. I mean, but it comes up and goes away, and you.
But that's the game. What's something that annoys you about Howard?
Putting it out there that you don't work hard.
You're incompetent.
That's annoying. It is annoying. I feel that I do work hard, and I put everything I can into what I do, and I try to make it the best I can. So yeah, that's annoying. That annoys me.
You should have said that.
Not being included.
That's got to be
over.
Annoying.
That's annoying. That's right.
And Gary, Howard is taking it all in stride and listening. Is there a part of him that sort of is hurt by this? And do you think there will be repercussions for anyone down the road?
There won't be any repercussions, but he was getting a little defensive today. Yesterday, he was more sort of like, I get that. I see that in myself. He was sort of more, laid back about it. Today, he was just pissed off about it.
Are we going to finish the game?
Of course we are.
Yeah, it sounds like Robin really wants to finish the game. She couldn't get enough of it.
By the way, Robin didn't participate either, but we didn't ask her.
That's very true. Leo in New Jersey, you're on the wrap-up show.
Okay, my question is, which one of you guys is sorry that you said what you said about Howard, and which one is the happiest that you finally got it out to Howard?
Steve, are you sorry or happy you said what you said?
No, I'm pretty happy, and I didn't think I was really nervous last night. I haven't got a lot of sleep because you don't know what he's gonna say, and I thought he was gonna. I think he could have been a lot worse on me. So I'm happy that it's out there, I guess.
How about you, Scott the Pace?
Howard already thinks what he's going to think about me.
What do you think he thinks of you?
I think he likes me, but at the same point, he thinks I'm closed-minded, which I'm not.
What does he like about you?
My great sense of humor.
Really? What does he like about you?
Don't
say what's not to like.
Less every day.
I don't know. What does he like about you? Let's answer that.
I know what he likes about you. I can answer that.
Well, no, let John answer it because I don't know how to answer it. I want to see how he does it.
Well, don't answer my question with a question. Just answer the question.
What does he like about me? I don't know. I guess I would think that he would like that. I like to argue.
How about he likes that you do a good job?
Well, that's a given.
It's not a given.
All right.
I think he respects that you stick to your opinions, even though he doesn't agree with them.
Right. So I gave him what he expects.
Scott Salem, you copped out, but would you say that, Steve said he was happy. Are you happy in those situations, or are you just feeling like you wish you could take back what you said?
No, I don't want to take it back. I truly am jealous of the hair. Anybody would like that. But there is one thing that I could say, that he seems always to be unhappy. For whatever the reason, he complains a lot. Like, the first thing he said was, God, it was such a pain in the ass going to this premiere with all these stars last night. What a pain in the ass. So, I mean, for most people, that's like, what the fuck are you complaining about?
So that's a fair complaint. You should have put that one.
I know. But I was being a pussy, and I'm admitting it right now. So, but that is annoying. So.
That's the Scott Salem
right.
I know. That's what I wanted to hear.
Is tomorrow my last day on the job?
Depends if I get to pull the clip.
I'm not saying I agree with you, but it's like that is fair for you to say that.
Yeah.
Because it fits the bill.
Chuck in Florida, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, I wanted to weigh in on something Scott said earlier about how he thought that Howard was sad or unhappy about his place in life. I hear that a lot from people, that just because someone has money or they're famous, that they shouldn't have normal human emotions of getting depressed or sad or upset or whatever. I just left my therapist's office, so I'm actually kind of versed on this pretty well today. People are going to have a set level of happiness throughout their whole life, and it may differ a little bit based on money and the day's situation. But to think that somebody, just because they're wealthy or they're going to hang around famous people, that their life is going to be perfect, it's kind of silly. And I hear people perpetuate that, and I think it's kind of silly for Scott to say that.
Scott Salem?
Well, one of the things that he complained about last week was his parents being at his house. Now, my parents are dead, and I would love my parents to be able to stay at my house. So when his parents die, he probably will wish that he had. You know what I'm saying?
So you're not saying that Howard's you think Howard should be happier that he's depressed. You're saying that he should that he's got. What are you saying?
He bitches too much about things that could matter.
Like what? I mean, you said the parents, but what else? Like what else?
He just seems like everything's a bother in life.
Do you think deep down Howard is an unhappy person?
I do.
Why?
I mean, I get some of it's for the radio, probably, but it just seems like he like he said, he likes to sit in his house and read or watch a movie.
And that makes you a depressed person, if that's what you enjoy?
No, it doesn't make you a depressed person. I didn't say he was depressed. I just said he likes to bitch and moan about things that other people would find, amazing.
But maybe he's happy sitting in his house watching TV.
Okay, but that was one of the things I said that was annoying to me. I feel that he's not as happy as he could be.
Wednesday's wrap-up show picked up where Howard's show left off, literally. JD came in, Jason came in, they're very angry at one another, and they let each other know why. And the thing you want to watch here is how JD and Jason both won't even look each other in the eye. That's when you know that there are some hard feelings. And of course, that's what the wrap-up show is all about.
JD and Jason just don't like each other, and we'll leave it at that. Hopefully we'll have JD drop by because Oliver Stone's doing something next door, so I'm sure he'll show up.
Look who's
I'm
here.
not gonna,
I don't want to be here that long, so.
Why not?
I have other meetings to attend. And I really don't want to discuss this much further.
And
because I think it hurts me more than helps.
Why? Why does it hurt you more than help?
Well, I think it's just better to leave, just to not say anything rather than just keep it going, and then that just fuels certain people.
Then why did you say something when you were in there today?
I didn't say something. I was trying to sit there, stand there quietly, but Howard looked at me and saw my face, and then fucking Will had to say. I shouldn't. I said something to Will. I made a joke to Will. And Will then fucking...
Well, what joke did you make to Will? I know Jason made a comment about Ginger Baker being some kind of food.
Well, it was before the Ginger Baker comment. It was before the Red Dawn comment. It was before the whatever comment involving Kid Rock. He said, I forget what the fuck I was just talking about.
No, you were saying what the joke you made to Will.
Oh, they were talking about the Black Keys again, and Jason had said, well, I hung out with this guy at the Black Keys and whatever. So before all that.
Jason said that to you?
No, he was saying that to Howard.
Oh.
And then I said to Will, I asked Will if he had hung out with any of the Black Keys, and I shouldn't have said that.
Why shouldn't you have said that? Everybody makes fun of everybody around here.
It's just, I knew he would say something either then or for that fucking back office radio show. And
so, Gary, who do you think is going to win or lose this Thanksgiving weight gain game?
Tim. He is. I just listen.
No, he's going to fast. He'll be fine.
The thing with Tim is, and it's, he loves to eat in a very traditional American way. Thanksgiving is for gorging. It's to try the 7 different kinds of pies that somebody put out. It's to eat a little bit of everything.
And Jason, you love Thanksgiving. I know that.
Best holiday ever.
So what are you going to do?
Oh, I'm eating. Fuck that. I'm eating. I mean, it's fucking Thanksgiving. I have been, I hate calling it a dieting, but I have been losing weight. This isn't a reward for me. This is just going to be par for the course. On Thanksgiving, you eat like it's Thanksgiving.
And then you'll recover afterwards?
I don't know. I don't care if I put on a couple of pounds over. If I come back in and weigh 268 or 269, I think I'll be okay with it.
I got a question, though, John. I'm going to direct this at you because you're pretty buttoned up about how your feelings and stuff about stuff.
Uh-huh.
Does this bother you?
Does what?
The fact that you have to get on the scale and tell people what your weight is?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm embarrassed by it, sure.
Or by being an open Rush fan? Which one?
No, Rush I'm very proud of.
Because you act like it doesn't bother you, and I always wonder if it does.
No, I'm definitely embarrassed by the weight I'm at. I should be 30, 40 pounds lighter, no doubt about it. But I'm not going to lie or pretend that I'm not overweight. I am. And when I saw Tim walk in, I was thrilled because I knew the attention was going to go right over to him, thankfully. But it's something that you just deal with on the show.
It sucks.
Ask John what his daughter said to him last year about his weight.
What did she say to you?
What did she say to me, Jason?
Why do you not love us?
It was something along those lines. Like, my wife and daughters have definitely laid into me pretty hard.
They're giving you tough love?
Yeah. Yeah, and they're right. That's the other thing.
That was a year ago.
I don't pretend that they're not right. I said this to Howard. I'm very disciplined about a lot in my life. This is one thing that I cannot get a handle on.
And the other thing that does make it always more interesting is that John's wife is ridiculously skinny.
Oh yeah, and short. John is tall and heavy, and his wife is short and skinny. They're like a grim fairy tale, John.
Thanks. But Gary, the more interesting
better
thing,
than the other way around, John.
Yeah, that's true. You're right about that. JD and Jason won't look at each other. Are you noticing
look
that?
right at him. And let me tell you about this motherfucker. I'm sitting back here. JD, hold on. Let's go through the whole story. JD claims I'm an air whore who talks about him constantly. Meanwhile, I didn't say a fucking word to him, not today, in the last 3 weeks.
I didn't say anything about you either.
Oh, you're down here. You're talking about me, talking about what I do in the
John
studio.
John asked me to come down here.
Yeah. Well, guess what? He asked me to come down here all the time, too, idiot.
Some tells me he doesn't need to ask you to come down here. You just come down here no matter what.
No, he asked me all the time to come down here.
Okay.
And you're down here all the other. You are a bully, man. I wasn't talking about you at all.
When was the last time I was on here?
I don't keep.
That's what I thought.
I'm not as obsessed with you as you are with me.
I'm not obsessed with you either.
Oh, I'm
not obsessed with you. How many fucking times do you bring me up on that back office radio show? How many times?
That's what I
thought. That's what I thought.
I don't bring you up anymore.
Who's not obsessed about who?
I don't bring you up any more or less than I bring up anybody else.
Okay.
I wasn't talking about.
That's such bullshit, Jason. 2 fucking shows. You spent 2 hours on me, basically.
That's not true. You couldn't even pull 2 hours of JD material if you went back to all 6 shows.
Okay.
And you're obsessed with it.
But I do have a question because this did start in a weird way today. We were in a commercial break.
Yeah.
And hold on a second. And JD, you did but you did sort of laugh at some like Jason hadn't really done anything
to him.
You brought attention to whatever's going on with you.
I did not. I was just standing there, and Howard looked over at me.
No, you laughed.
He blamed Will for that before.
You didn't.
Howard looked over at me and saw something, just a facial reaction.
Jason's getting more FaceTime with Howard than I am.
No, that's not exactly. That's not what I was saying.
Well, what were you
can't read my fucking mind.
Verbose. Really? You're trying to read my mind?
Yeah, look how verbose you are. You are verbose.
You're the one screaming into a microphone.
I'm just very passionate because I know I'm
Why
right.
are you squeezing that red ball? What is wrong with you?
Well,
are you like falling apart?
It's sort of stopping me. It's stopping me from coming over there and punching her fucking face.
Put the ball down. Go ahead. Put the ball down.
All right.
Exactly.
Put the ball down, Mister. I have threats. Go ahead. You want to take a swing at me? Come over here and do it. Don't talk about it. No, it's just like your movie script that you'll never fucking write. It's just in your head. You'll talk about it, but you won't do anything about it.
See, this works on 2 two levels because JD really does want to punch Jason in the face, but Jason,
you're hiding behind a microphone. You know I won't actually do it, Jason.
But Jason thrives on JD
then why would you
wanting
say
to
you would
punch him
do
in the
it?
face.
Because why would you say it if you're not going to do it, you pussy? You fat pussy.
I got a question for you. Legally, if the show's over and it's 5:00 tonight, and Jason and JD get on the PATH train
He
together,
can't be fired for
and JD punches Jason in the face, could he still get in trouble for that?
Why can he be fired?
There was a case about this in New York
Jason
a
would
few years
make
ago.
sure I get fired for it because that's the type of person Jason is.
Well, that's I don't know.
Wait, hold on a second. You're going to punch me in the face, but I'm the asshole in the scenario. If you want to punch me,
You
punch
are
me
an
or
asshole
shut
no
the
matter
fuck
what.
up about it. Do it or don't do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. You keep squeezing that red ball, moron.
Go ahead. Keep calling me names. Keep calling me names.
Okay.
But JD, if I could just go back to what we talked about. So whether you reacted in some way that Howard noticed, and I'm trying to figure out what was it that made you react in the way, even if it was a tiny little reaction, what was it that made you react to what Jason was doing?
Let him answer, Jason. Let him answer.
My good looks.
It was his constant talking over everything. Whenever Howard and Kid Rock were talking, Jason was trying to say something Then the Black Keys were brought up. Jason had to bring up how he hung out with the Black Keys and he knows something about the Black Keys singer. Then he had to go on and say how something about Red Dawn could work both ways now and then. And then something about Kid Rock. So I forget what the fuck it was with Kid Rock. And that was it.
So number one, JD's clearly obsessed with me as he listened to every single thing I said during the break.
I'm just
number two, I was telling
because you were the only one talking during the break, fuckhead.
I'm sorry. Was I quiet during your segment?
Yeah, let Jason speak.
Let me talk. John said you had to be quiet. So I told him the Black Keys thing because like Steve, I'm trying to help them get booked. And by the way, Gary, the story I told him I think at least helped a little.
No, the story that Jason told him was helping to try to get them booked.
And lastly,
the Red Dawn story I didn't understand.
And lastly,
some Rush stories, Jason.
And I don't know anything about Rush. And lastly, Howard is not shy. If he's being bothered in the studio by me talking too much, he will say something either on air or off air. He doesn't need you protecting him, Prince Valiant.
I don't want to.
Who said I was protecting anyone?
I don't.
He's talking over everybody.
No,
Howard
I'm
can
not.
speak for himself.
I was just waiting patiently to see if I could pitch medicated Pete at Exotica.
So
Club.
is the issue you've got stuff to pitch? I know, Gary, you have this issue sometimes with people in there. Like, you've got stuff you want, and if Jason's chiming in or if anybody else is chiming in, it's getting in the way of you being able to do your job?
Sometimes.
But Howard asked you flat out if you were waiting to pitch stuff, and you said no.
What was this?
He said you turned right at you. He goes, I'm sorry, were you trying to pitch something? And you go, no.
I was trying to get off the subject because I was just trying to move on.
So you were lying.
Because I knew that would.
Here's the one thing.
Just let Jason talk because he's just going to fucking do everything for him.
Hold on, let Gary talk. Go ahead.
Here's the one thing I will say, not defending Jason, but I will try to explain. Sometimes when you talk to Howard during the break, you give him a premise that is as good as giving him a bit. And I think that's what Jason was going for. Now, whether it worked or not to JD, that's a whole different story, but that's what he was trying to do.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate. On Monday's wrap-up show, talked about the big trip to L.A., went to the party at Jimmy Kimmel's house, met a lot of celebrities, talked about Superfan Roundtable, and how Natalie Maine says that I'm a little bit annoying, but it's all good. I'm not looking for a feud, Natalie, so let's not go there. Here's how it all went.
Let's shift gears and talk about L.A. You were out there. Howard was out there. Howard clearly was sick, but you got to go to the Kimmel party. How was it?
It was amazing. It was just great. Okay, there's a lot of celebrities there, but all of them were really nice, and there's a lot of people that you know and love. I'd say the highlight of the party for me, there were three things that happened. I hung out with Amy Poehler and Adam Scott from Parks and Recreation, and we talked about Parks and Recreation for a while. Amy talked about how psyched she was when I was going through my thing, because she said we just had Parks and Recreation on the air every day for like 5 weeks. It was like a free commercial for the show. And Adam Scott's a big fan of the show, and he was joking around about how he picked up 17,000 Twitter followers after Adam Scott, the golfer.
The Masters, yeah.
At the Masters. I got about 7 minutes with Lorne Michaels, where I just gushed like a fucking schoolgirl. And I talked to Don Rickles for about 15 or 20 minutes.
Now, what do you think of how Howard approaches these parties? People think he's saying it for the air, that he's just trying to fit in with humanity and he doesn't understand socializing. But he was there for a lot longer than you thought he was. He said he was there for a good 3 hours, and when you went through the list, sounds like he saw almost everybody.
Yeah, but he also said he spent 20 minutes. According to him, he spoke to everybody combined for 7.5 hours.
Yes, that's true. He might have overestimated the time that he spent with people.
But Howard and I have talked about this often. I mean, the big difference between us is I see a party as an opportunity to meet people. He sees a party as a burden.
Yes.
And so we're just different. So I thought to myself, I mean, I love going to parties. I love meeting new people. I love to hear what they're up to and what they're doing and what they're reading. And, I thought that guy that called this morning was, I know there are people like that, but it just seems like a miserable existence.
But does Howard set himself up for failure in the sense that he's already psyched himself out before he gets there? Then, I mean, you're like, you want to talk to different people. He doesn't. But here's the weird circumstance. At Jimmy's party, everyone there is a fan of the show, so they kind of know the way Howard is. So it makes it tricky on how to play it. You don't want to keep him for too long, but it's your only moment to talk with him, so of course you're going to make the most of it.
Do you know how many people I have met over the years? So this is, I guess, the fourth party Jimmy's thrown from. So the other three parties, you know how many people I've met who have been at the Jimmy party, have been enormous fans of the show, and could not figure out how to go up and talk to Howard?
How many?
A lot.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot. Even when Will Arnett was here, Will was like, yeah, I was at the party, and Howard's like, yeah, I didn't see you.
So Howard couldn't get inside. He
did get inside after a very, very long while.
Do you think he heeded any of yours or Robin's advice on handling yourself better at parties?
No. But I mean, I don't know how to telling somebody how to act at a party is like telling somebody how to have sex. You just sort of do it and get better at it.
Do you think he's annoyed by how much you enjoy these parties and you like talking at him?
Probably a little bit. A little bit.
Why? Because he's just not that way?
Yeah. But I don't think he's jealous either. I don't think he wants to be better at it.
He's just annoyed.
Yeah, but not really. I mean, he didn't give me a hard time about it or anything. But I will tell you, I spoke to Howard at the party for probably 90 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
He just was. You couldn't get near him.
Oh, not because of lack of trying, you're saying?
In fact, the only reason I spoke to him is because Jewel wanted to talk to him, and I brought Jewel over, and I said, Howard, here's Jewel, and then we sat there and talked for like a minute, and then they got into their own conversation. I felt I was, in the middle of their conversation, so I just sort of peeled off. But there was never a moment where Howard was standing alone or where he was like in a position where you go, oh, I'll go over and talk to him now. He always seemed like he was in deep conversation with somebody else.
Aaron in Dayton, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, welcome back, guys.
Thank you.
Just a couple quick questions. First of all, Gary, how many times would you ask about that pitch when you was at the party? And the second part of the question was, do you feel Howard even go if Jimmy was to just say, hey, man, I'm having a party while you're out here? I mean, there's 100 celebrities and stuff. Do you think he wouldn't even attend, or by Jimmy saying, hey, we're having this in your honor, he's kind of feeling pressure. He has to go and perform to be on. What's your thoughts on that?
I think Howard would go to a party at Jimmy's no matter who was there. He and Jimmy get along that well, and nobody at the party asked me about the pitch.
No, they didn't broach it?
No. What's today's date? Isn't the anniversary coming up? We're not into May yet, are we?
April 29th.
I did notice one thing yesterday that was like the listeners just will not let it go. Somebody, Don Cheadle was throwing out the first pitch yesterday, and somebody said, you have to see Baba Booey's pitch, and he doesn't know who I am. And then I saw him reply like, oh, I'll have to go look that one up.
Does that hurt you?
I don't care. What are you going to do? I mean, it's out there.
Are you past it now, you think?
I'm more past it. I mean, I'm as past it as I'm going to be.
Can you go to a ball game and enjoy it, or does it?
Yeah, I can go to a ball game and enjoy it.
But you'll never get out there again.
Jimmy asked me about playing in the celebrity softball game, and I'm like, no way. And Jimmy's like, really? And then I was like, and even Mary's like, please don't ask him to do this because it just make him a bigger fucking mess.
Why would you play in the celebrity softball game?
I don't want to play in front of people ever again.
Really?
I don't want to. I'm just done.
You're a decent softball player.
I don't want to play.
You wouldn't have to pitch or anything.
If I made an error, if I missed a ball, I just don't want to deal with it. Jimmy had whittled me down to the possibility of being a coach.
So coach.
I might.
You should totally do that.
Don't coach on a team Jimmy's doing because he's going to make you throw
Jimmy will put you in the
pitch.
game.
Yeah.
You're right. You're a good point.
Gary, what does Jimmy do during the party? Is he running around like a madman, or is he enjoying himself?
He's both. I mean, he's running around like he has a party, and him and his fiance have a party, and like anybody else having a party, you're busy, but you still, I mean, at one point he took Mary and I and showed us like one other portion of the house, his office or whatever. I mean, they are very gracious hosts.
Do you feel like Natalie has you on her? Are you like public enemy number one?
I just think what I was trying to say today is I don't think that Natalie understands. She just sees the relationship that Howard and I have on the air, and so in her mind, it's like, don't ever, whatever Howard says, you need to do. She said, she says she feels that I always argue with him, and I know, but we've also been together a long time. I feel like it was a tiny bit insulting in the sense like, Gary, you don't get to have your own opinion.
But you always felt like she's had it in for you a little bit, right? I mean, based on the the celebrity super fan roundtables.
I could get way deep into this, and I can tell you that the first time they were booked on the show, I was really, really excited to meet them, and she walked in, and I said, hi, how are you? And she literally walked right by me and go, where's Artie?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I remember getting a weird feeling even that first time going, well, that's odd. Not even like, hey, how about a hello or anything. She's just like, oh my, it wasn't like she was being a dick to me. She just wanted to meet Artie. Artie was her favorite.
I didn't know this was a long-standing feud the two of you
Probably
had.
mostly in my head.
We'll see.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, they dragged me in there to talk about the theme song contest and about Cher and about my expertise as an anal expert. It was a very interesting wrap-up show. I really think you should check it out.
Gary is not here, but we do have two esteemed judges from the theme song contest.
Wake up, Ronnie.
J.D. Harmeyer and the great Ronnie Mund. And Ronnie, you seem to come alive towards the end of the contest there when anal became part of the picture.
Yeah, so... Your problem was what with that?
Well, did I say I had a problem with it?
What is your problem?
I don't have a problem
What's
with it.
wrong, man?
When it came,
Does that bother you?
No.
Huh?
You were judging.
You have an issue with anal?
You were judging.
What's wrong with you?
You were judging the contest.
Huh?
You were judging the contest, and then all of a sudden that came out, and then... I mean, did it not light a fire under him, JD? Am I wrong here?
Oh, no. He got...
yeah, all right.
Piqued his interest, all right.
Yeah, it did. They're probably doing it right now.
So you proud of that? The fact that you kind of helped that along by voting him the winner?
No, that's not why I voted for it. I thought the song was good.
Now, your friend...
I thought that was Howard. That song is Howard. It's
just had that vibe?
That's him, yeah.
Now, you're friends with Eli, too. Did you have a hard time choosing against him? JD said he struggled with that a little bit.
No, I didn't have any hard time with it. The
No?
guy's song was better. I'm sorry.
Do you enjoy being a judge during the contests?
Yeah, I like it.
Do you feel like you're qualified to judge music and themes like that?
No, but I like doing it.
And are you swayed at all by the way anybody else votes?
No, not at all. Because I was like number 3 to vote.
Yeah.
So, I mean, anybody could have won after that. There was 4 other judges.
That's true.
So, there.
What are you being so snappy at me
I'm
for?
not being snappy at you,
yes,
man.
you are. I asked you a question.
Being
You asked me what
snappy. I'm answering a goddamn
you asked me what my problem is. I'm just asking.
Well,
I'm
hey,
asking,
you know.
What'd you think of did you enjoy that Stay Away from the Creepy Man song, Ron?
Yeah, I like that.
What'd you think?
I liked her. Actually, I liked her song, but it was a little too kiddie, you know.
What about the song that you like?
Which one?
Any of them.
The Creepy Man?
Yeah.
It was funny. It was funny.
Do you like children's songs, that kind of sound?
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
He likes Cher.
It's a simple question.
Yeah,
we know.
Cher. What does Cher have to do with children's songs?
I'm trying to bring up Cher.
Cher should really come in here and promote her album. She really should.
Write a
So
letter
why
to
don't
her.
you make that happen?
I'm not writing a letter.
Tweet to her.
Why wouldn't you make that happen?
Yeah, like she's going to answer my fucking tweet.
You've got hundreds of thousands of followers on Twitter.
Not hundreds of thousands.
Get the Mund Fan Network going.
Yeah, Mund Fan Network.
All right. You've got a large following
Yes.
on Twitter.
Yes, I do.
So why not get the troops? Raise them up and try and get
Because
Cher
they'll
on the
probably
show.
laugh at me.
But they're your followers.
They're not going to help me. They're my followers. They hate me more than they like me, I think.
I don't know. I think if you put it out there, maybe she would respond in
You
some
think?
way. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Because kidding aside, you're a diehard fan, and you're a somewhat of a known celebrity. Maybe
I went to see her in Vegas.
I know.
Yeah.
You've told me.
I went to see her.
How would you be if she came up here? Would you be able to walk her in? Could you sort of keep it together?
Yeah, I could keep it together.
I don't know.
What are you about?
I think the fanboy would come out.
This is Cher we're talking about.
No, absolutely not. No.
You don't think
Cher,
so?
No.
Please sign this.
No, get away. I would never do that. That's one thing I don't do.
So
Never.
you're convinced that the wife's going to follow through now with the anal after his
Probably
win?
done already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
And what did you say? Were you concerned because he was going to go in too hard? Like you got to sort of take your time when you're doing
take
that?
your time, man. Supposedly the guy's a big dude, according to her. So you really got to take your time. What's the matter, Jay? What's wrong? Why are you turning around looking out the window at the hot blonde?
The first time you
why not?
The first time you did that, Ronnie, did you know what you were doing, or did you kind of trial and error sort of?
I knew what I was doing. I figured it out.
God,
how did you figure it out?
I watched a lot of porn, man. You know.
So, like, as an instructional video, almost.
Yeah, well, not not porn so much. It's
Well,
like
what was it?
It's like one of those. Oh boy. The ones. It's not really porn. It's kind of instructional video. How to fuck girls and stuff.
You got a how to fuck girls instructional video?
Yeah, it was like this. I guess like a Playboy thing.
Okay.
That they put out or something. I don't know. It's years ago, man.
Oh yeah, years ago. All right.
Don't say that in front of her, huh?
Sorry, and none just walked by the window.
Yeah, exactly.
So did you? You never know what you're going to see. It's serious, but they can't hear us, thankfully. So did you? What did you order these tapes?
No, I didn't order it. I don't know where I got it from. It was a long time ago.
And it was how to do anal, or was it like how to do everything?
Everything, but it pretty much pertained to anal more than anything.
And what was the advice that they gave?
Slow and easy. Take your time. Relax the girl. Wine her and dine her first. Get her a little not drunk, but the whole thing with the music.
She doesn't want to think how to rape a girl.
Instead, I watched the Met game instead. Instead of music.
And what's the secret? Like, what's the one thing that people need to know before they do it? I know you say go slow,
you have to relax. You have to totally relax and not think about it, especially the girl.
Yeah, but how can you not think about it?
Gary's busting in like forget
it's
about
kind of difficult not to think about, Ronnie.
No. It's that's the whole idea. You have to get your mind out of it. You're getting fucked in the ass. You have to relax and think about something else. Like you're sitting on top of a mountain having a glass of wine and some cheese.
But what's the point of doing something how can you enjoy something if you have to pretend it's something else?
No, you're not pretending it's something else. You just have to relax your mind and body.
Why would I want to go to a mountain and eat a block of cheese?
This is how Ronnie relaxes his asshole.
Relaxing.
But I have to pretend I'm in a Ricola commercial?
But Ronnie, I'm confused. I'm a little confused here. Are you saying the girl has to relax?
Everybody
or you
does.
have to relax?
Everybody does. Because if the guy is too intense and wants to just jam it in, it's not a good idea.
There was such a great opening this morning for one of Jackie's jokes. One of Jackie's jokes that always made me laugh. When she said, Howard said, "Have you tried it before?" She goes, "Yeah, it really hurts." Jackie used to go, "No, it doesn't."
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we kick things off with Sal talking about humiliation and whether he gets off on it or doesn't like it. And that quickly evolved or devolved into a conversation about massages. Is everyone okay with the guy massaging them? Different people had different reactions. Here's how it went.
Sal and Richard now joining us. Good to see you boys, as always. In the beginning of the show, Howard played some humiliation clips, I guess is the best way to put it. And Gary told a great story of Sal's, I thought, about the booths. And
long time ago.
A long way back when a woman not being
in a
very...
place far, far away.
A woman not being very complimentary to
No,
you.
not at all. I was at a steakhouse. I got a little lit up, and it happened to be next door, coincidentally. I went in there. I put like $10 in, and that fucking window goes down after like 30 seconds, it seems. And when you're wasted, things really seem to go fast. Especially
slow.
Especially when you're horny, they do. And the window starts going down. I put another $10 in. I have my pants off, and I'm holding my pecker, and I'm like, "Hey, what do you think?" She's like, "I've seen better." I'm like,
Were you aroused yet?
No, I couldn't.
Oh, that's the problem.
It took a while.
Can I
that
tell you,
part did.
when I told the story, Sal told me the story, and I went to tell it on the air. And when I finished it, Howard laughed, and he goes, "Wow, too much honesty." And I thought he meant the fact that Sal told me he was at a place with his dick out. That's really what I thought he meant.
No, I don't think he meant that. But Sal, what do you think of like that, the humiliation stuff? Do you go for that at all?
Nah. Not that, no, not that type of stuff.
Well,
Really?
wait, you watch?
like
Okay, hold
a
on.
granny doing that to you or something like that?
Did my grandmother?
No, no. I'm talking like in a porn or something like that. You know, you don't get off on guys being humiliated.
The only, I have to tell you, I watch some Max Hardcore stuff, and that's the only stuff that I watch when I'm done watching. I feel like I've committed a felony.
He's in jail.
Well,
now.
he's in jail.
Yeah. Well, I do feel that. I think that he crosses the line sometimes because the humiliation factor is just through the roof. I mean, when he put a banana in a girl's mouth and he shoved it down her throat and then he stuck his dick in her mouth at the same time. And he was face banging her so hard her face turned as red as a tomato. He pulled his cock out and the banana shot across the room like a torpedo. And it wasn't sexual at that point. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe this stuff just isn't for me.
But you like that other stuff. You like that. Remember, you were on that weird website. I think it was called like Piss Mops or something. You like when guys you like that.
Meat holes, piss mops.
Yeah, but Sal, but John asked Sal, "Do you like being humiliated?"
Right.
But you do. You've talked about before. You like scenarios where the woman's being humiliated.
I like scenarios where a woman wants to be humiliated. When a woman says that turns me on. That's what turns me on.
But you like it if a woman says, I want you to grab and smack me.
Yes, that is great. If the woman, I want a woman who's crazier than the guy. Like if I said to a woman, I want to fuck you in the ass, she's like, yeah, and call in your friends and do, put 4 or 5 more cocks in there while we're at it. That to me, not that I would want 4 cocks with mine. That to me turns me on. A girl who steps it up over and above your fetishes is a great girl.
Is it simply?
But I don't like a girl
simply the fetish that's a turn on, that a girl's willing to do anything, or is it humiliation particularly a turn on?
It's not the humiliation at all. It's just it's the fetish. It's completely the fetish. If a girl doesn't want to be peed on, I don't want to watch it. But if a girl says, "Hey, piss in my face," like, please piss in my face. When a girl begs for something like that, to me, that's a turn on. Only when the girl is stepping it up. I like a girl who steps it up over and above your fantasies.
There's a classic video that Sal found, and you saw it, Gary, where Rocco shoves a woman's head in the toilet.
Well, the greatest thing about that is that he's banging her from behind on the bed, and then he keeps her on his penis. He picks her up from under the chest, and he runs to the bathroom, like, when you have to take a shit and your pants are around your ankles, and he does that run. He's holding her, and he kicks open the toilet and just dunks her head in it. And while she looks like she's coming up for air, she can barely breathe, and as she's doing that, her tongue's hanging out, and he's jacking off in her face. That was just funny.
I was going to say, are you laughing at that, or are you getting off on
Well,
that?
I was getting off, and then it turned into laughter, and then my penis went down.
He got
and I moved
off on it and then showed everybody else in the office.
I showed Gary that. Gary was just like, wow, that's some heavy
But is
stuff.
that more funny and entertaining to you, or more of a sexual
That was
turn on,
just
or both?
funny. That was just funny.
Jim in Carolina, welcome to the wrap-up show.
I've never heard Ralph happy either and talking about getting his ass rubbed for 20 minutes today. I mean, he was glorified by it. But, I mean, you guys in the studio, have you ever, gone in a room and had a guy massage you for an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You have?
Yeah, I belonged to this gym in the 80s, and for some reason, I don't know if they were afraid of lawsuits, they only allowed same-sex massages. And so I had somebody bought me 10 massages, and it was a guy. It was like an old guy. It wasn't
Gary, that's like if I paid for you to get a blowjob and you can only get it from a guy, you would do it.
No, it's not.
Only because the vicinity has men doesn't mean that you should do it.
Well, somebody bought it for me, and it was like, and I'm not going to tell you who did, because that would really complete the joke.
Oh, God.
But
I don't know.
Use your imagination.
Yeah.
No, but somebody bought me a series of 5 massages at this place, and at the time it just didn't seem weird. I mean, I never gotten a massage before.
Did it? And it's fine if it doesn't. Did it bother you at all? Or did you go through a thing did you look around, make sure?
When you watch old movies, right? When you watch old black and white movies, and you see guys get massages, it's always a guy. You know what I mean?
Not unless it's a Village People video.
No,
I've never seen guys.
Of course you do. When you watch an Edward G. Robinson movie or a boxer, it's always a guy giving the guy a massage.
John Burke gets a massage from a guy in Revenge of the Nerds. Remember the hot oil?
Oh, how could I forget it?
We're all in committed relationships. Would you feel it's wrong to get a massage, a real massage from an attractive woman?
No. Not if she's
I don't
licensed.
I don't say that my wife can't get it. I don't look at the looks of the guy that my wife gets a massage
you're not
from.
staring at the person either.
You're getting-
laying down.
Well,
Sal,
until they flip you over, you are.
But Sal, do you feel like it's gay or a gay act that Gary getting like
no, I
having
feel like
the option?
it's a horrible waste of money. If I give you a gift certificate to go to a steakhouse, are you going to go to Del Frisco or are you going to go to Burger King or something? Like you have to. I mean, to me, if I'm going to get a massage. It's a no-brainer. It's a woman.
Normally, I wouldn't disagree with you, but I agree with Gary.
Well,
because I got one too.
Listen. When I go to get a massage now, I only get them from females. That's my preference.
Right.
But at the time, that was the only way they did it, and I probably didn't know any
Why
better.
is it your preference?
I do now feel weird getting a massage from a guy.
Because
I don't know why. I mean, it's not homophobic exactly. I just would rather have a massage from a woman. Having said that, like if I went and it was a guy, I wouldn't be like, well, that's fucked that. I'm not doing that.
Is there any racial preference?
No, there's no racial
But
preference.
Sal, it sounds like you would like. Let's say I got you a massage, and it ends up being a masseuse, a guy. Would you walk out, or would you deal?
I mean,
with
if I went there and the guy's there, so be it. But in this case, I'm keeping my underwear on. And I'm saying
Well, what do you
all
think he's gonna
legitimate
do?
massages. Well, they'll start grazing your ass and
What
your
if he's
nutsack.
licensed? He's licensed.
But that's fine. But there's certain areas that are just off limits. I mean, to me, for a guy, I don't want some guy just fondling my nuts with his fingertips and my ass cheek and whatnot. Do that.
Is your doctor male or female?
My doctor is female.
Do you ever drop your drawers in front of her?
Absolutely. And she's a hot Russian, and she's unbelievable.
Did she have the same reaction as that other girl?
What's that?
Did she have the same reaction as the window woman, or was she nicer?
No, she was a lot nicer. But she's a wonderful Russian lady, and she's a great great she's very thorough.
Do you get aroused at all?
No, I don't get aroused with her. No, but I do have fantasies, but no arousal.
If you had to go see a male doctor, would you?
Yeah, I have. I've seen male doctors, but for my checkups, this lady's
How about,
very good.
like a dental hygienist? Are you comfortable with either sex?
Yeah. My dentist is a male, though, but yeah, I'm comfortable with any sex in any vicinity. I just don't want a guy rubbing my ass.
Which I think is fine, but I think
it's fine, too, but if I'm going to have hands on my ass, being married for 17 years, I'd rather be a woman.
So
if I could get a little
so
freedom.
that is a little bit for a sexual thrill.
Then you're not comfortable.
You're damn straight it's sexual. But
Which
it's
is
okay. It's a
fine.
free pass.
All right.
A free pass for what?
Well, it's sexual, but it's not. Hands on a body is sexual.
So it's the sensuality of it you enjoy.
Absolutely. What's wrong with that? When you're watching a movie and there's a sex scene, that's sexual. Are you cheating then? Not really.
I got to say, I've had a lot of massages in my life, and I've had massages from women who were like dudes.
Me too.
Old Russian ladies.
Yeah.
They were like built like the woman. I got a massage once from a woman who looked exactly like that woman in Game of Thrones. The big Amazon woman.
Did you enjoy it?
If they do a good job, well, you put your head in the thing,
in the hole.
You close your eyes, and then I'm just off to like trying to fall asleep.
Would you prefer it's an attractive woman, or does that make a difference at all?
I don't know. I mean, everybody wants. I don't know. I guess. What do you say, Sal?
Definitely attractive. Because I had one time, this thing was a mess. I mean, she was a monstrosity. And she walks in, and I'm like, God, I want my money back right now, but it's too late. I'm already on the bed like, you, and my face is facing down. And she's rubbing me, and all of a sudden, she just picks up, those old-fashioned ketchup bottles you see like at diners?
Yeah,
ketchup
the squirt bottle.
Yeah, the squirt. She has a ketchup squirt bottle, and it's filled with vegetable oil. And she just shoots it all over me. I smell like a fucking salad. This pig is rubbing me. It smells in the room. I'm like, you know what? I got to go. So, I just ended right there.
Now, how would that scenario have played out with a super hot girl?
Just the opposite.
I went to a spa one time, and all the women were busy, and they gave me an Asian guy, and he got a little frisky around the testicle area.
Really?
Well, he was rubbing kind of my thigh area, but my balls were kind of squished there. I had loose boxers on, and he kept kind of tipping my testicles with his fingers, and it made me jump, and I was getting pretty close to saying something. And then he kind of moved up to the ass crack. I was like, all right, as long as he's away from the balls. But it was fine. He was good. And then I had a Russian guy one time who started complimenting my shoulder muscles. He's like, you have very big muscle. You work out. And it made me feel good.
Check, please.
If the Asian guy kept progressing, would you have said something or just...
I was pretty close to saying something, but then he moved on. I don't think he was doing it on purpose, but guys give just as good...
Because you're such a nice guy, how do you think you would have said it?
I would have just said, can you move maybe to the back? I would have said my back's sore or something.
I would have just closed my legs. just tightened up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I usually do the opposite. I usually spread them apart.
Hello, Ralph Sorella.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Ralph, now are you here to reveal the gay staff member of the show? Howard is convinced that somebody here is gay and is not coming clean.
Really?
Yeah, well, you said like on the core staff. I don't think so, because isn't everybody married pretty much?
Well,
I mean, who could it be besides me?
There's plenty of people who are married who are gay.
Yeah, well, who do you think it is?
I think there's somebody on our staff in a very peripheral area that might be gay, but I don't think anybody on the core staff is.
Maybe
Like
Steve Brandano.
Steve?
No, Steve doesn't seem gay.
Maybe it's Ganji. Maybe that's why he never gets married.
Hey, Ralph,
A new
people,
definition for the Ganji zone.
But Ganji's too fat and sloppy.
Have always said, "Oh, do you that they pinned you as being gay?" Do you think you have good gaydar?
That's a good question. Ooga. No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I analyze people like that. I mean, you could tell if somebody like my masseuse was definitely gay. I mean, he just was like, if he wasn't gay, he should have been.
Now, were you put off by that at all, or did it not really matter?
You know what? I was a little. I laughed more than anything because me and Beth were joking about it. I thought we were joking about it via text, and
then he shows up,
and I turn around and there he is. And I don't know. I didn't freak. I mean, aren't most of masseuse like sports guys, all those guys in the locker room? They're all males, and it's not like if I was at Scores, I'd want a chick massaging me, or because it's a sexual situation, but it's not sexual anyway. That being said, if it was a hot chick, I don't know how you don't get a hard on. I mean, how do you not? Have you had a hot chick massage you, Gary? And you got to get excited, right?
I can't. There's nothing that jumps out at me as being like, oh my god, she's so hot, I can't concentrate.
Well,
I think
if they did it like this guy did, if it was a hot chick doing it like this guy did, I would be.
I've been to some of the best places. I've gone to some really good spas, even with my wife, and you seem to get sort of
do you think
middle of the road chubby chicks.
Do you think if it is attractive trick and the guy is feeling it, is that cheating?
No, as long as that's where it stops.
Yeah, I would think it's cheating.
So if a girl walks by the window right now and you get a hard on, is that cheating?
No.
Why?
Because if it's a spontaneous hard on, if you concentrate and focus on it and stuff, first of all, I don't get spontaneous hard ons when I see an attractive woman. I don't think most guys do it.
But if an attractive woman was
spontaneous, so maybe that's from when
But if an attractive woman was massaging you and you got excited, do you think
I
that's
wouldn't
cheating?
put myself in that situation. I would think that would be cheating. Yeah.
So you'd ask for someone else.
You'd ask for somebody ugly.
Could you gain some weight and come back?
But Ben, you really think about it. I know what you're saying. Would you really stop what you were doing and say?
I wouldn't put myself in that situation.
Well, how would you walk into the room? You don't know what you're going to get. As soon as you walk in the room, you see an attractive woman. You say, "I can't do this."
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I don't think it's that hard to. I wouldn't put myself. I wouldn't even initially do that.
It's not easy to switch when you get these places. They have people that have appointments and their schedules are full the whole day.
Right.
It's not easy to switch someone out.
And they ask you your preference a lot of times. Male
attractive
female.
or not?
But I think it's, and I know Ralph takes a lot of shit on this level. I think it's a very healthy attitude that Ralph laughs about it. That's why I don't think he's gay. I think it's sort of like you could just laugh it off, and he has he has faith in his sexuality.
I think he enjoys the speculation.
Right. Ralph, we came up with Richard. If the guy you think had started. Just not just grabbed you, but slowly started working into it.
A pinky against your ball.
What would you have done? Would you have stopped it? Would you have asked him to stop?
I don't know. I'd have to see how he did it first. If it felt good, how could I answer a question like that unless he really gets his hand in there? He came close, though. I tell you. I mean, if things were hanging a little bit more, like a couple inches over, there would have been some contact.